And we are back with another session of the Scale of Fate. My brain. Great War.
Scale of Fate 2.
Yeah, Scale of Fate Part 2. The Great War campaign. We are back with yet another session. So previously, a lot of you, well, most of you, went to infiltrate a compound or an outpost that had gone quiet earlier that day. Upon arrival, you found it was completely abandoned. Searching around, you found one place in particular that you were not able to enter, as well as remnants of what had occurred within the building, or the compound. And upon resting within the compound that night, you all were visited by dreams of sorts. Some of you getting tricked by the dreams and pulled into a sort of mind prison. The rest of you finding said mind prison and going inside to rescue your friends and the soldiers that had been trapped inside, where you met the fiendish individual by the name of... Let me get her name back up. Dalgora, the Maze Keeper. After striking a deal with her, I'm not going to specify things. A bit of convincing involved. You managed to free the soldiers and have her go on her merry way. Before returning to base with the injured the mentally and physically scarred soldiers, where we ended the session last time. So, it's been a few weeks by this point, entering the new year. 3 days into the new year, you are called back to the briefing room for another operation. Upon entering, you find both Faye and Crimson Company already within the room, awaiting their orders from Captain Tallow, Commander Tallow. My brain is all over the damn place. After you all sit down, clears his throat, begins his briefing by saying, our scouts have discovered an underground facility underneath Melta Gorgana, containing POWs and civilians being forced to work within. Both platoons, you Impact and Grave platoon, will be heading tasked to infiltrate the city, and get into the compound to free all civilians and POWs before transporting them to safety. Zephyr and Crimson, as he gestures to the two groups, will be tasked with clearing out the facility, sending civilians and POWs to Faye and Spark Company to be prepared for transport. Purge and Dragon Company will take care of security and keep Gorganian troops from reaching the facility while you all are inside. This should be a quick and clean mission. No civilian casualties, if possible and preferred. And get as many of those POWs out as possible. Any questions?
What kind of resistance are we expecting on this mission?
Minimal compared to previous operations you've had in similar situations. It's whatever soldiers are within the building, they are not expecting this attack.
Yeah, we heard that one before.
I mean, whenever we do hear that, let's be honest, we find a way to announce ourselves.
Gonna lean over to Blackstone and just go, I'm getting grenades from the barracks.
I don't even react them. I just kind of like nod, like twitch my head in a nod, and just like, yeah.
Do what you need to do, man. That's pretty much.
Expect trouble and you'll never be disappointed.
That's just a D&D party, right?
Yeah.
No, we are the trouble, the fuck.
Especially my D&D parties.
Remind us again who killed millions of people.
It
got better. Yeah, we killed billions. Our KDs are up.
Oh my.
Listen, all I'm saying is I have the highest KD of the party, bro.
Oh, right. Keep dorking your shit.
Trying to think on how that's possible. Remembers.
The 1,000-yard
Part of the
stare.
KD is your family.
No, he found out they're alive. Anywho,
Amnesia.
amnesia. That's a good game. Anywho, is there any other questions?
Why does my crotch itch?
That's not relevant to the
That's
mission.
probably the bush.
No more questions.
This stream is sponsored by Manscaped.
Ah, I
This
wish
stream
we
is
were
sponsored by Blue Chew.
No, we are not. I wish we were sponsored by somebody. We're not good enough for that yet. We're not professional enough. We're working on it. It
You
probably
may
will never
not be
happen.
sponsored, but I am by Raid Shadow Legends.
I mean, I'm sponsored by W Energy.
How many free champions are we getting?
None.
None.
We
We're
actually
not good.
take champions.
Yeah. You actually lose 15 champions through us. Anywho,
Yeah, they're all given to me. Thanks, dummies.
anywho, is there any other questions related? Related to the mission?
And goes back down.
Negative.
All right. Then prepare to head out. Godspeed to all of you. And he's just gonna turn around on the stage that's here and just like look at the map that's on the board.
Meow.
I walk up to Anthony and I say, hopefully there's no mind goblins.
You hear horrible music coming from the hallway.
Poor performance indeed.
Indeed. Meow.
All right, the lot of you.
I already have
Head-
a grenade, so I'm running.
So those of you
Or I
who
know
are
Soap will give me half, one of the two.
I got you. You want grenades or dynamite?
so the lot of you all begin gathering your supplies for this this mission. Get what you need to from the armory now.
God.
You forgot that you have to pull things from the armory.
No. I already have the stuff I need.
Oh, well, look at you.
I'm ahead of the game.
This man
See.
prepared.
Where's he?
Uh-oh. Are you okay?
Jessup.
Where's he? Where'd he go?
I'm just
There he is.
Where are the drugs going?
Hey, soap.
Yes.
Alright, I discreetly, just like underneath my cloak, just like slide this to you, and then walk away. Nothing else.
Can I open it up and read it?
Yeah, you can see by investigating the book, it appears to be Schmut. With the title on the front that just says Puppy Love.
I would
I
like
gave
to
him-
go check to see if Ghost is in this room.
Ghost is already he headed out the building because they already had their stuff.
Is his door unlocked?
His door is always locked.
Hey guys, I gave him the book.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do with this. Don't worry. All right, cool. I'm going to my room, grabbing some ciggies.
Okay.
Speaking of, how many do I have left?
Okay, yeah.
Two Zins.
I'm not. Yeah. Oh, I got more for you on Sunday.
Word.
Hope you like 6 milligram though.
Oof, no, I'm gonna go pick up my own.
Oh,
Dog, I bought this 2 days ago. It's almost empty.
Jesus. All right, you're worse than me.
It's bad. It's bad.
Oh my god.
They're only $5.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
It's cheap.
I have a question to God himself. Do I feel any presence of little snake man within me? Is he still
No.
dormant?
He
No,
is
I
stay.
pulled
He
out.
is. He is remain. He has remained dormant, and that TV is getting louder.
All right. Have I made any progress on dealing with the Wendigo and the lycanthrope?
No, you have not. They still clashing because their alignments are not in line.
Cool. Just checking.
Just put it this way: you still have the chance of losing yourself whenever you transform.
Yeah, but I do also have the syringe to cancel it. So
Yeah. So, you're all heading to the rendezvous point to head out towards the city of Melta.
Unfortunately.
Spin. Okay. You all get there. You know, same arrangements as normal. Dragon Company has the crates that they have everyone climb into. You know, the two were dragons within the party are in within that squad do their transformation. Begin to prepare to take you guys to the LZ. Soap or not soap. Do anyone have any RP they'd like to do with anyone, either each other, other squads? What's any of that?
Yeah, hopefully this isn't as bad as our last mission. Just looks at everyone. God, what did I do?
I told you not to. I actively told you not to.
But like, I don't know.
I'm not gonna ask. I don't want to know.
You don't.
You really don't.
Just know I actively told him not to do it. That's all you need to know.
Did it anyway. I didn't know it wasn't a balloon.
I mean, there's plenty of that, but there's no. I think we got 3 last time. You doing the typing?
Yeah, I do. I whisper. We have whispers going on.
Just making sure some stuff.
Yes, actual good RP things to have in mind.
Yeah.
Okay. If that's all the RP, you all climb into the crates.
No,
get
I'm
fast.
doing patty cake with Quill, bro. Come on.
Okay, you're in the
Oh,
crate
I
doing
want to
patty
make
crate.
eye contact with Ra as I light my cigarette using part of the smut paper.
Bro, you know how rare that book is?
No, and I don't want to.
It's alright, I have another. As I pull out no.
I
don't
hope
have
this
another.
is the only copy, because I will burn through it.
It's the only one I've seen.
You did
Good.
see on it. It did say an Osmond bestseller.
We have
Bestsellers.
to burn Osmond to the ground.
You have to burn your own country to the ground in order to get rid of this schmut.
Yeah, no, we're disbanding. I'm fighting on the enemy side.
I'm changing
Homie
teams.
City's going AWOL.
He's changing teams. I just picture the Team Fortress 2. You are now on red team.
What do you mean? I'm just a spy.
And while he's staring me in the eyes, right? I
Yeah.
look back, but while I'm staring, my eyes drift apart. Just slowly. So, like it's really hard to notice.
Quill noticing
snap back.
is just gonna lean
I
towards you.
think
So
I would also. Oh, yeah.
Quill's gonna lean towards you, Soap, and in Ra's voice, is going to recite some of the things from the book.
Oh, because Quill read the book.
You read it to him at one point, and then it
I
was
know.
from there.
I gave it to him.
Yeah, he was trying to read a book on like creatures and like flora and stuff like that. You were just like, no, read this. Read a good book.
I'm gonna slowly turn towards Quill. I'm gonna go, if you value your life, do not ever speak of that book again.
He giggles to himself and scuttles off to another seat.
And he's supposed to be the adult of us.
Who, me?
The boy,
No,
the
Will.
boy's like 10 years older than us, and he's the biggest child.
He likes reactions. That's really what it comes down to. He just likes to see you guys react to things. Anywho, you all have left off.
Yeah.
Relatively quiet flight from the other squads. They're not really talking to one another. Quill occasionally leans to you, Ra, and keeps making references to the book quietly and
I'd
giggling
like
to himself.
a laugh back.
But when you guys are within a mile of the city, you see the other squads starting to, prepare, getting ready or whatnot. And what's his name? I need to make sure I'm telling you the right person's name for this. The Kobold of Dragon Company, Draco is his call sign, stands up and just says, we land in 30 seconds. Be prepared to get out as quickly as possible.
Is that like a drop in 30 seconds? Or is this a...
As in, the moment the crate hits the ground, the doors are swinging open and you guys are charging into the street.
Oh,
I'm preparing both my main and bonus action to just dash. So I'll cover 180.
Okay. You all are told what the compound looks like. You'll be landing directly in front of it. So the moment the doors, you feel the crate hit the ground, not hard, but like the moment it's a bit of a thud, you get a little rattled. The doors, him and Shifter both shove open the doors, and the bright light shines through, and you can see the compound directly in front of you as you all rush out. Do you guys want to run to the left side of the compound to enter on the left side or the right side?
I'll look
What
at
do
everyone.
both sides look like?
Left side looks to be the front entrance. Right side looks to be a side entrance.
I'm going right.
Side entrance idea too.
Yeah, side.
It's always the
Okay.
more interesting way.
And that determines which squad goes where out of the two groups. I had a burp. It happens. Anywho, I will drag you all to the new map, and I forgot to drop Quill. Bam, Quill has been added. So, the lot of you, as you all land, you see Crimson run off to the right side, or the left side, I mean, the side opposite of where you guys ran to, preparing to breach the front entrance of the building, while the lot of you move to the left side, or right side. My opposites are not working today. So,
Boy literally just ran out into the middle.
yeah, just straight up.
I was just trying to drag and it wasn't working. I was clipping in the car.
Just Gmod physics noises.
Just
The boy fucking hit the car and just immediately just started you know. So, a
Damn
lot
it,
of you.
somebody unlock that prop.
Who stuck the prop inside the car?
Wait for everyone to get into position before opening the door.
There are, it looks to be 3 doorways.
Sorry.
You can try the doors, but you may find that some are locked currently.
I guess right.
You did.
Okay.
Oh, by the
So-
way, my hands are bandaged up.
Go, go,
Oh,
go.
because of yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
they're
So-
all
I
wrapped
didn't
up
mean
still.
to do that. I went to
Let's
go
not-
drag my guy on
let's-
next to the door. Fucking.
Let's slow it down for one moment. So you guys all enter. It looks to be I guess, a cargo bay of sorts that you enter into. You see various crates here and there. Some of the crates look to be broken open. And inside of some of these crates look to have been shipping something living. Hay kind of shoved into the bottom of these. There is a smell of like fecal matter and urine coming from some of these crates. Which kind of gives you the hint that some of these POWs were thrown into a box and shipped here.
That's the same way we got here.
A lot more humanely you did.
I mean, were there bathrooms on that box? It could have turned like this real quick.
No, they were not. But
we had
yeah,
friends, they didn't.
that's true. So you all shift in. I guess state your intentions before opening doors and stuff, or I will immediately take action.
I guess I'm with Blackstone. I'll peek into this door. Do you want me to roll
Okay.
stealth?
Looks like there's some kind of chest over here. Is this one busted open?
All of them that just look to have just like basic supplies in it.
No, it's a boring chest then.
Yeah, most of the stuff in here either looked like it had something living in it, or it had just basic supplies, things that this compound might need. But yes, a lot of you gather into the space. Seeing the doorway, you said you want to peek through.
Yes.
Okay.
At the same time, could I peek through this top one?
Yeah.
With Quill, I put my finger over my beak like a hush. I peek in as well.
Okay. You see a storage room within the space that you're looking at. Soap. When you creak open that door, you can see within it is a large chamber, and there looks to be 4 automaton type soldiers standing within the space. 2 of which are facing the top 2 at the top of the room seem to be facing the pit that's at the center. A deep growling coming from said pit. And the other 2 look to be kind of tending to various things within the room. The one down here in the bottom left looks to be gathering up bloody chains that are on the ground. And the one on the right seems to be currently carrying a small box. Kind of carrying it to the side of the room.
All right, I'll relay that. I'll shut the door and relay that to the rest of the group. Just like there's a couple automatons in here. I don't think we necessarily need to clear this room first. There's also a giant pit in the center with most definitely a creature. What about the back room, Ra? Is there anything over there? Oh, I can't hear anyone.
No one's talking. That's why.
No one
Ah.
said anything.
Silence.
Yeah.
Did
who's
anyone
talking
hear
to
what
you,
I
Raw?
said or no?
Let's see. So, is there a way that, like, just based off of seeing it, I could, like, kind of make assumption what the giant hole in the ground is?
Sure. Perception check.
It's a Rancor pit.
I hope it is.
Perception. Sorry, I'm trying to.
Would
remember
I be
how
able to
use
roll an
this whole thing.
investigation on it?
No, not from where you're standing.
You said perception, right?
Yeah.
I do a
13.
perception with smell as well.
Yeah, you can take advantage on it.
Now, see, the question is,
28.
What are you gonna say, Raw?
could I ask somebody
No.
what it is as well?
No.
No.
So you
Yeah.
kind of using your sense of smell, you are getting a hint of it's a mix of rotted meat and scorched a mix of scorched rot and rot essentially is what you're smelling from it. Along with that, you are hearing a very, very low, deep growl coming from this pit.
Based
Something it almost sounds like something though that is very tired is within that pit. And there is also the occasional sound of chain shifting. Oh, I forgot to
With
activate the
Blood Hunter knowledge, would I be able to roll a history check to see if I can kind of figure out, based on those clues, what kind of creature we're dealing with?
roll. Yeah, you can roll history. It won't be with advantage. It will
I got a
be
16.
16. Based on your knowledge, the creature that is in there is definitely something with an affinity to probably fire. Or it is being tortured via the use of fire. But you cannot tell what specific creature may be within it based on just the sounds alone and the smells.
But I know that the creature itself is not the one producing the fire.
You don't know if it has an affinity, as in it can make it itself, or if it is being tortured via using fire.
You said it was the smell of like fire and
Scorch,
burning flesh.
yeah, scorched
Scorching
and
burning
rotted,
flesh.
and then rot as well.
Okay, so it most likely doesn't have an affinity towards fire. I'm just speaking out loud. Yeah,
That's why I'm not saying anything to you.
I know. You're over here, you're brewing. You don't want me to pull another. Is it a Drake?
Wait, they like kids?
No,
stay away.
from the other session when we were like, "What's the creature afraid of?" And I said Drake. He was like, "How the fuck did you know that?"
How'd you get my notes? What the fuck? All right.
We got back room over here. Is there any connection to it or dealing with?
I see it.
You see
I walk up 2
You
seconds.
see what? Door. Oh, there's a door.
I see a door.
Oh, I didn't hear the door.
Can I listen to the door to see if there's anything on the other side?
Sure.
What would that would
Perception, if you're actively listening.
15. God,
I-
shit.
I love the sound of dice rolling on this application, dude. Okay, with a 15, you hear the sound of muffled voices shouting to one another. Before, because of the quick time that you all took and the other things, the alarms begin to play within or start blaring within the building. This was to be expected. It is a full-fledged attack. You do hear shouting though on the other side of the door. It could either be far down the hallway, or it is possibly in another room nearby, and that's why it's muffled.
Entrance time? Question mark.
I take a step back from the door to relay information, and then I aim down my sights down the at the door, just to pretty much corner peek. So when the door does open and I see something,
I'll gesture with my hand. I'll count down 3, 2, 1.
You see an open door to the left as you just go sliding down the room.
I found
Are you-
people.
Are you just running in that room?
Yeah,
All right.
they don't know I'm there.
They were looking at the door when you ran in.
Shit, it's about to get real messy then.
Yeah. So I guess roll me initiative, people.
Oh,
they don't know I'm here.
Wouldn't it just be me?
No.
They don't know I'm here.
I'm making initiative roll because when you do join the combat, like it's gonna be, you're still gonna have to take actions in order to get into the combat itself.
No, true. I forgot about that.
I rolled a 14.
You guys
That's
can
a
roll for
24.
yourselves.
I got a 24 as well.
I got a 1.
Oh, you guys don't use this, so then I have to go in and do it myself.
I got D&D Beyond. Are we not doing that? Oh wait. Oh.
Yeah.
Dude, I haven't played this in a minute. Hold up. Yeah.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
I'm yeah.
What's up, man? Right.
Wait a minute.
The 1 is crazy. Wait, they're all named Test.
Holy shit.
Oh, it did it again. I thought they got changed. They did not.
Bro, why do I have to scroll?
Scroll.
There's so many enemies we have to scroll.
There's a lot of people in this building. Actually, some of these I need to remove because they are
My
not
favorite enemy. Test.
in the. I'm actually going to remove those because they're not in direct line of combat. They will become in line of combat at some point, but there you go. I'll just roll for Anthony. Oh, Anthony rolled too bad. That's a 19. Look at that. Wow. Upon entering that room, though, Soap, the soldiers shout. They all kind of point their guns and fire. What's your AC?
19.
One of them hits you. Just one. I have a feeling I know what you're going to
Man,
say
you guys
next.
suck at aiming.
They were surprised. 11 points of piercing damage. And this will begin combat. Yeah, so Soap, you are first in the initiative order.
Alright, I am bonus action igniting Crimson Right. I take 2 points of damage from that. And the first individual in front of me, I'm going to strike him twice. I'll roll that.
The one that's first in the room.
Si, senor. The
Okay.
one directly next to me.
Yep, roll that attack.
Da-na-na-na. Why do I not have? Hold up. Got an 18 and a 25.
18 and 25, those both hit.
All right. So he takes 15 points of slashing damage, And hold up. He takes 8 points of bleed or slashing as well. He also has bleed procced now, and then he takes 11 points of cold damage.
What the hell? All right. Is that the end of your turn?
No, actually. Let me see how far this was real quick. All right, cool. I am going to back out.
He will take an attack of opportunity on you as you go to back
I have
out.
mobility. He can't. I
Ah,
attacked him.
darn.
Curses.
There's a
Foiled
landmine outside the door. Oh no.
Yep.
All right, that's the end of your
end of my
turn.
turn.
Ra, it is now your turn.
Woo! Just because we're doing the whole sneak. Oh wait, hold up. I don't know. What's my movement? Just double check so I don't. Pretty sure 30 feet. 15. 25. Jesus Christ. Oh no. Actually, let's start from here, right?
Where you're standing, yes.
Yeah, 30 feet. So I'm not even at the door yet. Great. I will still move there and see nobody. Cool. It's so much fun, right?
That's about how it goes, you know. You can
Wait one second.
prepare-
Let me.
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
I'm
tell
just
you what
double
to do.
checking. Double checking and see what I got. B- so I have a smoke grenade.
Oh,
I just want to smoke them out.
okay, you're tossing it in the room.
Yeah. These things.
Okay.
What do I have to roll for
What
that?
what is the radius for it?
The radius. Well, it's um the round after it lands. Emits a cloud of smoke that creates heavily obscured 20 feet. I'll
Okay.
throw it like right here, like right in front of the door.
Yeah. So it says the round after it lands.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just need to remember it's right there right now.
Yeah.
I'll do this. A little circle there. We have a flashbang on the ground. Okay. That the end of your turn?
Yeah.
All right. It is now Quill's turn. And I'm pulling up his sheet because I didn't have it up. He's going to move. That's not the button I wanted to push. God, now I am forgetting how to use this app. There you go. Yeah, he's just gonna move to here next to you. He is going to. He is gonna pull a grenade from his pocket. And pull the pin. And I'm only describing this because I'm trying to find the actual damage for this thing. I know he has them. Seem to have lost it. Where'd it go? How much damage does a grenade do? One of you has it.
12d8.
I got it.
I'm joking.
12d8? That's not true. How much damage? It's like 3d6 or something, I'm pretty sure.
Incorrect. It is 5d6.
5d6? What's the DC?
DC 15, dexterity saving throw.
DC. Neither pass. Both take 24 points of damage. You hear a cry come from the room. Oh my god, I'm pushing all of the wrong buttons. I'm just so bad at this right now. Yeah, you hear 2 cries from the room though, and a bit of shrapnel comes flying through this hallway, hits this door. As it hits this door, you hear a yelp come from that room. And the sound of a chain rattling, which only Ra is able to hear because he's standing next to it. And that is the end of Quill's turn. Moving into Antony's turn.
Well,
I can't see shit.
All right.
all right.
What would you like to do?
That's the end of my
Antony?
turn.
That's the end of your turn?
I can't do anything. I can't see anything.
All right.
You got a mystery door to your side.
I was gonna say right above you, you could just pop open that door.
Why would I do
maybe
that?
not.
The soldier comes running out. In hand, he actually has. Oh my god. In hand, he actually has your smoke grenade and tosses it at your feet. And that is his turn. His weapon is broken, by the way. The rifle in his hand is bent at an awkward angle, and his pistol is no longer on him. Actually, he's gonna run there. And Ra, if you would like to take a melee attack, he is also then going to try to run this way.
Wouldn't Quill also take an attack?
I'll try
yeah.
it.
Quill's also going to try to make an attack.
I'll try and hit him. That would be an unarmed strike.
Unarmed
You
strike.
could do it with a weapon. Oh,
Yeah, I was about to say, what about my knife that I have?
You can use your knife. If you have a melee weapon, you can use it.
Okay, cool. I'll use my knife.
Quill is just going to shoot at him because Quill can do that at point blank range, which will hit. What'd you roll?
Oh, I said I rolled a 14.
14, you say. That misses. So your knife clinks against metal armor, and then as the man makes, a few steps away, Quill fires a shot into the back of his right leg, causing him to stumble slightly, blood splattering on the ground. It is now Wrath's turn, who's really far away.
I'm just going to move so I can see. How much movement do I have left? Any?
If you use all your movement, you wouldn't have any. If you have 30 feet, right?
Yeah, I moved from here to
Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 20. You have 10 feet left. That's 30.
okay. So I don't got eyes on anything. So
No.
instead, I'm just going to oh yeah, forgot to get my rest in. So just let me reset my spell slots quickly. I think I'm just going to. Who's in combat right now? Like directly in combat with people?
The 3 in the hallway.
Okay.
I don't know. You can see all 3 of them. I guess all 4 in the
Yeah.
hallway are currently in combat.
So I'm just going to, I think, give Soap a. So I'm just scrolling through my thing. I think I'm going to give you. Some actually screw it. I'm gonna give Blackstone Passage so we can close a bit easier.
Okay.
Actually, I'll do that. So like I'm just gonna move 10 feet more or whatever so I can see. And that's technically a bonus action. So now I can actually hit something. And I guess Blackstone gets 10 feet of extra movement too.
Beast.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Sorry, we haven't played in like a week.
Yeah,
So
we're all a little rusty. I took a long hiatus. I apologize.
So yeah, Blackstone will get 10 extra feet as well. So I can see this guy here. And it looks like, yeah, I'm gonna cast Chain Lightning on him. And then like,
Oh
like
shit!
does that work? Does that chain off of people I don't see?
No, you have to. They have to be visible.
Okay, and I'll just okay, Eldritch Blast him.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'll make a comment. When you see this man running down the hallway, he has a gunshot in the back of his right leg. He seems to be bleeding all over the place, and he currently does not have a weapon on him.
So that's a 17. That's a 19 and a 24 to hit.
Roll your damage.
Okay.
For all of those.
So let's see. 2, 6.
Yeah, he's dead. So
9.
yeah,
so
you
15 points of
you
damage.
you fire into his back, and he lets out like a gasp and just kind of just flops to the ground, just dead. Kind of lets
yeah,
out
that's my turn.
a long wee, just and just dies.
Nothing personal, kid.
Nothing personnel, kid. You hear, those of you that are near the door, hear someone shuffling on the side, and then the door closes. And then you hear some more shuffling inside. And I'm gonna do this for the time being, just because of where he is. Where is the button? There it is. And that's the end of whoever's in that room's turn. Blackstone!
You have an extra 10 feet on your movement.
Meow. Hello, I'm here.
You gotta go fast.
You see a
That
dead guy
ends
on the
my
ground.
turn.
Yep, you see a dead guy on the ground. That's about the extent of it. All right. As it becomes Soap turn, you hear from across the other side of the building 3 explosions, followed by a roar of anger, the sound of metal being crushed, and something kind of overcharging for a second before there is a blast of blue plasma-like energy from the hallway, and you can see Ghost hit the ground right there, a little scorched, but relatively unhurt, other than, being thrown off his feet by an explosion. So it's your turn.
All right, cool.
What would you like to do?
I'm trying to figure out how to use the measurement thing real quick.
You click and hold. If you hold control and click, you can select a specific point you stop at, and then you can continue moving from the point you chose to stop. And you hit spacebar to move wherever you're holding in the very end. Also, the door is closed, so you will have to open it.
Sounds good.
Which I believe, let me check exactly what, I believe opening a door is an action. Let me recall, or maybe it's a bonus action. We'll say bonus action. Doors are easy. Let's just do it. We'll make that an official rule for us. I don't know what we've ever done in the past. I don't even think I've tracked doors in the past, but we'll say opening a door is a bonus action. Because I don't remember off the top of my head what it is, and we'll just stick with that. You enter the room. You see a mangled corpse on the ground. Oh, well, once you get over there, because you just dash across the room, there's a man. Oh, that's the wrong button. There is somebody laying on the ground. They're just laying there. They seem surprised when you turn the corner. Their rifle is just laying on the ground next to them, and they do not have a pistol on them.
Does he look bloody?
No, he's fresh. Oh, also as a note, the hallway itself, as you all are standing there, the smoke grenade goes off.
In the room.
No, it's not in the room. It's in the hall. He dropped it out here before. So, yeah, everyone in the hallway is now engulfed in smoke.
Smoke starts pouring in from the door. I'm just gonna
Yep.
look at him. He's terrified just sitting there, right?
Yeah, his gun's next to him. Like, he could grab it at any moment, but he's, like, kind of staring at you in shock. This soldier also looks to be relatively young. It looks to be a young elven boy. Probably about 18 or 19.
I'm gonna very calmly walk up to the kid, just kick the gun behind me as my action. I'll use that as my action. I'm just gonna squat down so I'm looking at him eye level and go. You could either reach for a weapon and I'll slit your throat here and leave your body to bleed out, or you're gonna cooperate and help us. And I'm just kind of just not gnashing, but just grinding the two sickles together. The blood from his comrade on the ground is now frozen onto the edge of the blade.
He starts muttering something. What languages do you speak?
Abyssal, Common, Giant, Knoll, Thieves' Cant, Undercommon.
Okay. You don't understand what he's saying. You recognize the language, though. He is speaking in Zemian.
That bastard.
And he's kind of waving his hands in front of him, like, clearly in a panic. But he's rambling in Zemian.
I need a translator.
I don't think anyone in the party speaks Zemian.
But someone has to have. Oh no, there's no one has that spell. Never mind.
Comprehend language.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Let's see.
Oh, I didn't add the tile thing.
I just have detect thoughts.
Oh wait, doesn't Anthony have telepathy? Therefore, would be able to speak.
Telepathy doesn't necessarily mean it translates.
No, I can understand them.
Can
As
you?
long as we both speak a language, I can understand them.
A language or a language you know?
Any language.
Call for Anthony.
A contacted creature doesn't need to share a language with you to understand my thoughts.
Oh, but you can't understand his thoughts. He can understand you. You can't understand him. It's a one-way street. That's what I'm hearing. Yes, no, maybe. L ratioed.
Well, if you can give him that, maybe I can detect thoughts to get the reaction.
Or we could also just give him to shake his head yes or no. If he is agreeing or not.
Okay. Yeah. So
Look, alright, Ghost or Soap went on a little side quest, comes back, he's a little more merciful. Right? We're not killing him outright.
you had a parasite in your head making you go crazy, and all of a sudden you're like, I want to be a good person again.
No, I'll say that this is like RP wise, this is the werebear.
Ah, that makes sense. Okay. Is that the end of your turn as he's rambling at you?
Yes, and I'll be right back.
Okay. Ra, what would you like to do? You can hear from the other room. You can't see anything, but you can hear from the other room a very panicked voice speaking in Zemian. But you do not see anything.
All right. Well, I'm gonna waste my entire turn because the
Okay.
smoke is here. I would like to flap my wings to create at least a 20-mile-per-hour wind. Do you think I could do that? I mean, I have pretty
Roll
big wings.
me a strength check.
Oh my god.
Right. Check.
Oh my god. No fuck man. That.
Why
Oh
can't
my
I
There's no
see where I could do
fucking
that?
way.
Because I see the strength.
It's just your strength modifier. That's all you need.
Oh wait, there we go. You have to click STR. That's why. 3. I'm
What's happening? What happened?
trying to blow out the smoke.
It doesn't work. Is that with your strength mod?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You flap your wings. Nothing really happens. Like at first you're like, oh, it's moving, and then you watch as it kind of swoops back in and just replaces itself.
Well, where is the smoke grenade anyway?
Right at my feet.
Like, can't we just use like a tiny wall of force to contain it?
You
It's
could
already
just put a
out.
bucket over it.
Yeah, it's already out. It would take a second to dissipate, but it is already out. Is that the end of your turn, Raw?
I mean, there's not much else I can do. That was really my action.
Okay. It's Quill's turn. Quill is gonna pick up the smoke grenade. And he is going to. He's gonna throw it over here. So that circle of smoke is still there, and now smoke is slowly starting to form over here. She'll just start the thing for it. There we go. So we can actually tell this is smoke. So he has now made a slight smoke cloud starting over there as this one is slowly beginning to dissipate. And then he will walk out of the smoke. And that is the end of his turn. Anthony. Anthony.
Oh, I am done.
All right. Wrath. You saw the smoke grenade emerge from the smoke and fly past your head and land on the boxes behind you. What would you like to do, Wrath?
Move away from the smoke grenade.
Okay, yeah, you move where you want to go.
I'll just move here. Everyone's dead, basically. So
Yeah.
just move to the very edge of the smoke cloud.
All right, we're on to the kid's turn. I'm gonna flip a coin to see what he does. If I can get a coin out of this fucking box.
Can I roll intimidation?
Ah, yes, penny for your thoughts. Sure, roll an intimidation. I'm still gonna flip a coin here.
14.
He takes a moment. He looks at you, he looks at the gun behind you, he looks at you again. And then he is going to use half his movement to stand up. Oops. This is not what I wanted. I seem to have cucked things. We'll just give him that. He is going to use half his movement to stand up. He is going to vault the table to 15 feet to here. He's going to take the dash action. He's going
I gotta
to
kill him now.
run out of the room, jump over the body of his friend.
That would be he'd provoke attack of opportunity, correct?
Yeah, on both raw. Okay, so not raw. What is that
Yeah.
noise? My ears are being taken over. Thank you. I don't know
The
what that
pacer
was.
test is a.
Yeah, I was being overwhelmed for a second. Okay, Wrath. If you have a melee attack you'd like to do, or a reaction you would like to take against this unarmed kid.
Okay. Oh, sure. We're gonna use something called I think we call that shocking grasp.
Okay. I will put him back to here.
Wait, didn't he run past me too?
No. When
So
he
that's
like
He was
29
in
to
here.
hit.
He was right here.
he slipped
He had to
across
come out the door.
diagonally. Yeah. Oh.
He still would
Sure.
have.
I'll give you the attack of opportunity. You can clearly see he's unarmed. But he is running through. I'll give you the attack of opportunity. It will be with disadvantage though, because it is smoky where you are.
Yeah.
What did you roll for shocking grasp?
Me, 29 to hit and 22 damage.
Jesus Christ.
And is he wearing armor made out of metal?
Yeah.
Okay, let's roll. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna take that advantage. Because I rolled in that one the second time. So a 29 to hit.
Yeah, so you hit him. Quill actually doesn't do anything. He sees him run by, and Quill just kind of watches him, a little confused. Because Quill sees he doesn't have a gun.
I mean, it's smoky. I can't tell.
I haven't even seen this kid yet, so.
Blackstone, you just heard someone quickly run away from you and get electrocuted. As he ran past Wrath, you saw sparks from the other side of the smoke, and you heard someone go, "Get it!"
What the fuck? Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go the other way.
All right, this man went the other way. That's crazy.
I end my turn.
All right, cool. Soap, it is back to you. You saw the kid run.
All right. Just gonna shake my head to myself, just go, wanna let him live. Can't have witnesses. And as my bonus action, I'm gonna stealth.
Okay. You move half speed.
That's fine. I'll close this distance. So here. I add to here. And I'm going to slash twice at his back. He's not facing me, correct?
No, he's currently running.
Okay. All right, so that's gonna attack surprise.
It won't. Well, I guess you were stealth, so yeah, you did do stealth. So
That's
yeah,
why I
you get that.
stealthed. 24 and 29.
Those both hit.
Uh, 19 slashing plus.
You slash through this kid's back. He lets out a cry of pain, and you can see that you have severed his spine as he collapses.
Is he dead?
And he is
Paralyzed.
on the ground, unmoved.
All right.
Paralyzed a
And
child.
instead of bleeding out, the wound is frozen over.
Yeah, he's just laying there, unmoved.
All right, look to Quill,
Soap
who
is-
didn't attack, and just go, we can't have any witnesses.
Quill looks to be contemplating what you're saying. He didn't say anything, but he's contemplating.
Where you're standing, this must look like an 18 carat. Not bad luck.
See, and they don't even know that I try to let this kid live. What a shame. All right. Well, Are we out of combat? I don't like that.
I'm gonna roll through everyone's turns real quick. Ra, what are you gonna do? You're still in the smoke by this point dissipates because the smoke grenade's gone.
Yeah.
So
Can
the
I
smoke
open this door
vanishes.
right above?
Yeah, you can open that door.
18 naked cowboy.
You open the door. You find a civilian who looks to be chained to his desk.
I walk into the room
Okay.
and I'll ask him. I mean,
He's-
in common. I'm gonna assume.
I will say it is a Lupin gentleman. He is cowering in the corner and is whimpering very loudly.
I'll let him know he's all good, and that and we'll ask him why he's here, or like, like what is he doing?
Just to suffer.
Just suffer. He through his whimpers kind of starts forming words, and then you don't quite get anything from him, and he kind of tries to put himself together for a moment. Says, "We're forced to work here against our will."
Doing what though? I feel like that was part of my question.
He tries to explain it, but he's not. It takes him a second. You notice on the desk itself, there was this specific desk looked to be some sort of communications thing. They were sending what looked to be telegrams. Using this little setup, he had a radio on his left that his the headset that he was wearing is now on the ground, and next to it is a sort of telegram type, the tap tap thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I proceed to walk up to him, and am I able to like undo the shackle?
You can use your action to use your lockpicks.
Should have 2 of them. Did I not add them to the sheet? I don't think I refreshed the sheet. Nice. Okay, I guess it's not under there. It's not called a lockpick, is it?
It's thieves' tools.
It's these. Why can't I?
Are you struggling to find your thieves' tools?
Well, I can't search the compendium packs to pull them up.
Oh, they're not on Foundry. You have them in your character sheet. Actually, you may have it on your character sheet.
Oh,
wait.
under tools. I see it.
Yeah, there it is. This actually has it. They updated this. Holy shit, they actually did. It's
31.
incredible. A third. All right, yeah, with ease. Just a quick rake of it, and it pops up. The DC was like 10, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The DC was minimal. You crushed the lock. So yeah,
And
you pop it right off, and he looks both gratified as well as extremely confused.
I put my hand on his shoulder. I said, "There's gonna be some lovely people outside. Just go outside with your hands up, slowly. Just so they know you're not a threat."
He gives you a nod and just very, very quietly whimpers, just, "Thank you."
No problem, man. And I back up around the table to give him some room
Yep.
to leave.
So he's going to, in that time, he's going to come out to here. He's going to look around and see the 2 dead soldiers and stuff, and then he is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. That's him taking the dash action. So he got to there. Actually, he goes further because he's a Lupin. Completely forgot about that. Lupins have 35 feet of movement.
Brought your own homebrew.
Yeah, I forgot how my own homebrew worked. It's Quill's turn. Quill is going to push this body out of the way. finds this door to be locked as he messes with the lock for a second. And you watch as he pulls the dagger from his from the tattoo on his leg, and he's going to attempt to lockpick with the dagger. The door pops open,
Okay.
and Quill walks inside. Soap you would be able to see inside. Elven woman. Quill comes in, kind of putting both hands up to show he means no harm, and kind of slowly goes up to her. And that's where his turn will end, because he can't unlock another lock. Anthony, what would you like to do?
I guess I'm gonna open this door next to me.
Okay.
And then there's
Fine.
a tripwire bomb. No,
You
sorry.
you step into the room. There is a human man inside who looks up at you and just starts screaming.
A huge.
Be not afraid.
He screams louder.
Is he what?
You can
What's
try
he-
to roll persuasion to try to calm him.
Tell him that you're God and and that he was not made in your image.
Yeah, I got a -1 to persuasion. That ain't gonna happen.
If you can
I don't
convince
got
me
the
on another,
words.
if you can convince me on another stat, I'll let you do another stat. But
I have a -1 to all charisma.
okay, so yeah,
There ain't
he's screaming and struggling in his bonds.
Is
His
he
chains.
chained?
Yes, he is also chained.
I can't unlock chains either.
Is it time to immolate the chains? Disintegrate chains?
Heat metal.
Yeah, Blackstone, you just saw some random Lupin dude who had like chain marks on his wrist just like run past you, and you're just like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is going on?
Hypothetically, would acid damage be able to?
You could break the
Destroy
chain. You could break the chains, not the shackles themselves, because you would burn them if you tried to burn the shackles. But you could break the chains the shackles are attached to, so he could at least get away.
Are they like shackled to his legs together, like a prison shackles, or?
It's really just his arms, and he's shackled to the desk.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go hit those shackles with some acid damage.
So take a step towards the desk for me, and roll that attack. I'll give you advantage because it's an inanimate object.
It's a 27.
Yeah, with ease, you spray. You're using acid spray, I assume.
No,
No.
I'm sharpening my fingies into acid hands.
Oh shit! He just like slashed it with his hands. You do that. The guy screams. He kind of like throws both hands up as this happens, kind of, whipping the chain around. And he is going to then let's see here. Blackstone, you see some guy come running out of that room, screaming.
What the fuck is going on?
Just kind of a all the way down till right as he gets to where the Lupin is.
Oh, hi, Jim.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Jim. Hey, Tom. Wrath.
Okay, what doors haven't we opened yet? We opened here. Just make my way down to like this nearest. But I just realized that lamp is not a door.
Is it fuzzy?
I will look at this man. Hello, man.
In
In a
there,
hat.
it is a tiefling woman. One of her horns is actually broken, and she looks to have been. Not too long ago, she looks to have probably been beaten in some way. Kind of
I
bruises on her
raise my
face.
hand.
I'm going to I'm gonna raise my hands and ask if I might approach.
She just kind of like
Flinches.
she does flinch a little bit, but then she kind of gives like a very slow nod.
Okay. So I'm going to slowly approach her, and I'm going to tell her, because I speak Infernal, that's going to be all right, and I'll put my hand to her cheek, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on her
Wow.
at the, let's say, 2nd level.
Okay. You
So
cast it
that's
on
going
her.
to just cure 10 wounds worth of damage.
Most of the bruises on her face disappear.
Okay. That's
And
good. That's
that'll be the end of your turn.
yeah.
Blackstone, you see the two civilians that just ran past you and are very close to you at the moment. Which I forgot to remove the restrain off of them, or the grappled off them.
I disintegrate the nearest one.
What?
He said it. He said it happens, Ken.
What?
Let this be a message.
Roll attack.
I'm not. I'm just, I joke. I
You said
brace
it too
against this
late.
door, and I disintegrate it.
You're disintegrating the door?
No, I'm just I'm just gonna peek into it. I'm just gonna creak it open.
There are two constructs walking towards the door.
Oh dear lord! Alright,
And the
you see,
moment you crack open the door, they both say intruder detected.
Oh dear lord! It's a good thing I got this thing for this.
Disintegrate.
No, arguably no. In fact, it is instead a chain lightning. Haha, get fucked.
Okay, roll the
Zip zap.
roll the damage for that. I'll roll their deck saves. Machine not very dexterous. Yeah, they don't pass because I know your AC or DC is like an 18 or something.
My DC is a 20 now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they don't pass. Yeah. So what's the damage on that?
I haven't even started to get my calculator open to keep track of numbers. 8 plus 1 plus 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 2 plus 5. That's 8. So 2 more. Plus 6 plus. That's a 10, baby. Yeah, that's an 8. And then what do I add to this? No, it's just that. Okay. 47 damage to the both of them.
Motherfucker. Roll me 2 deck saves.
That's a 19 on one. Wait, do I have dex? It's a 20 on one, and a 17 on the other.
20 on one, 17 on the other. Okay. You take 6 points of lightning damage as both of their plasma cores explode.
Oh.
And that is officially the end of combat. So I will make a note real quick. If those constructs were going to be able to be active in that fight, they would have killed the 2 civilians. So you did save them. Those 2 civilians, in that time though, do end up exiting out of the building and making a run for it.
Let me do my 9 damage before I forget. Bam.
Yeah, you.
Oof, ow.
Oh gee. Everything hurtsy.
Stub on my toe. Ooh.
He's stubbing my toe. Quill ends up getting the civilian he was talking to unshackled. Said civilian is just going to run out of the building. He's so fast. Wrath, would you like to roll a? Would you like to find a way to break the chain?
Sure. How much do you think would be a strength check to bust this?
Roll me a strength check, and we'll. I will tell you.
You'll find out.
No, I didn't do great. 7.
This is a
Can't
hard,
really-
this is a tough chain. It's almost like it's made
Yeah.
of metal or something.
Let's see. I might just call Quill in here.
Oh, where the hell did everyone go?
Woo.
And while I wait for Quill, I'll ask her her name and what they had her doing here.
Fuck.
Remember, virtue names can be just words.
Her name was. No, that sounds like a stripper. Ruby was the first name to. Ruby was the first name to come to mind. I was like, no, that sounds like a stripper. Her name was Charlotte. Yes,
Okay.
Charlotte. That's a good name.
Okay.
You can see that she was being forced to write scrolls. It appears she's a magic caster. You can see on the table in front of her, though, there's an incompleted scroll, as well as beside it, a scroll that looks to... It looks to be a enlarged scroll, but something about it seems wrong.
I'll ask her, Infernal, what's different about that scroll there? As Quill works on the lock, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Quill comes in. He is just going to... he comes in. Yeah, he's going to use his dagger again. So, natural 20. He pops the lock with ease. She explains to you that she is not very good at writing scrolls and has made multiple mistakes like that, which is the reason why she had been beaten, essentially.
I'm going to pop construct at the 4th level to kind of make sure that she gets out okay.
Okay.
And escort her to where we're taking the other.
It only produces
civilians.
1, right?
Yeah, we clarified that.
Yeah.
So
After the whole time of producing 2.
hey, got to use it
so-
sometime.
Yep. So
Yeah, I'll pop up one of these guys and tell her it's going to guide you to the exit, and then I'll give that construct an order to return to me when she's been safely seen to the evac zone.
So well, there goes her. The construct said, "Fuck it, I'm not going."
Aw.
That's crazy. I'm just gonna do it myself. So the construct. Oh, now they're connected. Now they're connected. Now they want to work together.
My character's taking paladin healing stuff. She has to have a good bedside manner for that stuff.
So the two, yeah, the lot of you all see a construct that wasn't there before. One that is familiar to all of you because you've seen it before, and the civilian get escorted out.
I'm going to grab up the scrolls that she was working on here.
Okay. Everyone is so spread out right now. So what I'll say is, as everyone's kind of looking around, we'll talk about different people's perspectives on things. Soap, you heading down the hallway to see Ghost kind of standing on the corner, kind of watching everything as civilians are being escorted out of rooms and such. You can see the source of the explosion was a construct that you can see that Brick took the bulk of the explosion from. as it seemed that he may or may not have had his hand within the chest of this thing when it exploded, as his left hand is a little mangled.
Like repairable with magic?
Yes.
Ah, okay, we're Gucci.
Like
So what happened
fingers,
to you guys?
fingers broken. Like the slit or the space between like his middle finger and his ring finger is a little deeper than it's supposed to be. There's a decent amount of blood coming from his hand. He doesn't seem to mind though. As you ask that though, Ghost says, we've been better, but so far, fairly simple tasks. Have you found a way to get downstairs yet?
No, but in the room, and I'll point to the wall behind them. Room over there is a pit, 4 constructs guarding it. Pit has a creature inside. It looks like it's being imprisoned, most likely tortured with fire from the smell of burning flesh and rotting meat.
We've also liberated a trio of civilians just now.
Civilians are free, kid is dead.
Yeah. The civvies were in various states of having been beaten by the guards.
And gives a nod.
If there is a basement, it probably leads to wherever the creature is.
He gives a nod and just says, we'll stay up here and make sure nothing else is hiding away if you guys can find the way down. Me and Gale may follow you guys after we've officially secured the upper level.
I'm just gonna like turn around towards this door right here and kind of give him a smirk and be like, "You're just afraid of the creature in the basement. You could just say so. We're all friends here."
He frowns and just says, no, we need to make sure that everything is secured. Besides, whatever's down there is already chained, so it's not like it's a threat to us.
Yes.
Until I free it and make it my friend.
I cast
We gotta
disintegrate on the
secure
chain
up here.
thing's chain.
Until somebody pops a red balloon that's magically also the control for its bonds.
Dun dun dun!
Oh, good heavens! What's this?
A balloon?
Oh, good heavens!
Oh, way down. Just kidding. It's not. It's another storage area.
So I'm gonna come into here and then cough in the smoke, right? I'm gonna come over here.
Oh, hey,
Just
what's up?
Takes a big inhale of it. Just Vape Nation.
I'm gonna come into the hallway and be like, "Hey, there's a staircase down going down in the main area where we came from."
Should we also check the area where the 4 constructs were, or shall we leave that for later?
Or constructs.
Oh yeah, yeah. Come follow me. I'll show you something cool. It's over this way.
Where? Meow. I don't know where over here is.
Go past Vape Nation.
Zoom.
Yeah, like the smoke is still like just there in the room.
You're talking about this one? The one where I killed the
Huh.
guys?
Oh, they're all dead in here. Oh, okay. Is this where you found the stairs?
Yeah, it's over here.
Oh, okay.
Meow.
My intuition was right then.
I walk over to the pit to look in it.
Perception.
Oh my god!
That door is
I
supposed to be
found
locked.
people.
You weren't supposed to be able to get in there. That door's supposed to be locked.
Perception. Those are my favorite rolls.
Not
23.
23. Glaring into the pit with that perception check, you can hear the very deep, like, growling breaths coming from within. From where you're standing, what is your dark vision range?
High. 150.
You can see the ground directly below the pit. You don't see much beyond that. You definitely tell there's something kind of pressed up against the back. Actually, where you're standing, you can't see where it is. You can see chains though on the ground. In a few spots, there's bones scattered about, a mixture of animal carcasses and more humanoid carcasses that have been picked to the bone, or are in the process of rotting due to whatever meat was left on the bone. And you can also see multiple scorch marks on the ground around this chamber.
Could I? I mean, obviously, I don't know. Since we're not in combat, I don't know how this would work. As an action, can I use a ranger spell slot to sense whether there's any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead?
You can definitely do that. You get a splitting headache from this. You sense something very draconic in nature down there.
Well, it's just within.
Yeah, you
Within a
just sense
mile.
something very draconic, essentially, like a dragon. Now, as a note, that could just be your were-dragon companions outside.
Can I scream into the pit in Abyssal? We're coming to free you.
You do that. You shout into this pit.
Hell yeah. We're all gonna die.
We're all gonna die, yes. And you hear from inside the pit something similar to this. As a response.
We have a new pet.
Bro.
And as that happens, the pit itself actually seems to light up a bit as flames whip around within the space and then dissipate.
How the hell is it getting burned if he could... Some bullshit.
It said he was getting burned.
The smell of burning flesh. Oh, wait, that could have been his food. I'm retarded.
I just look at you blank, like just blank face, like all right.
Maybe he likes owl.
I mean, let's find out. I walk towards the stairs.
I'm gonna pull out my feather falling token. Oh, we had the wrong idea. Never mind.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
you can
wait.
just do it down the stairs, like.
I mean.
I thought we were about it. And new character sheet. Go.
I forgot to add the token that like makes you move maps. So if we're all going downstairs.
I kind of want to stay upstairs.
No, fuck you.
It's a dragon.
It's really dark for you guys, isn't it?
Dragon D's nuts.
What do you
God.
mean? It's Drizzy Drake.
Never say those words to me again.
Nah, it's
Maybe
just
Al
Drake
Drizzy.
and the diddler down there.
Aren't they the same people?
The diddler.
P. Diddy and then Drake. Maybe they're on a certain island, you know.
There, and then I need to grab the last one. I'm grabbing. I clicked the wrong map. I just got flashbanged. There we go. There, you're all downstairs. You step down the very long staircase going down. Find a big dark hallway. Wow.
How dark is the hallway?
Dark. There's lanterns like every so many feet, but there are many dark patches within this hall.
It's spooky.
That's a dog. Right or left, guys?
Straight. I'd like to roll a strength check.
Why can that
I'm going
appear?
this way.
Something's not right. I think I've broken something.
Alright, I'll go this way.
Just randomly opening doors. I see.
I'm gonna go with the Birdman.
Why is
There's definitely
it's a-
things in
wait
here.
for
There's
you
a
guys?
prison.
Are you guys seeing random highlights appear
Highlights
on your
No.
maps? Like,
No.
I don't see any Subway Surfer.
yeah, someone's just pinged it.
Bing.
Yeah,
Bing.
I don't know why those highlights are appearing. They're not supposed to do that.
I don't see nothing.
It's
It's
just
all
strange.
dark.
We have people.
I open the door.
So you guys are running down separate hallways, splitting
Yeah,
the party.
Soap will go down one. Beep up.
So be chilling.
Look at all these prisoners.
Yeah,
We
look at all
got
these
split up
bars.
and look for
Alright.
clues.
Look at all these bars. I open the door.
All right, gang, split up and look for clue.
So you all head
Boom.
down your separate hallways. You find loads of prisoners on both sides.
I'd like to be a good guy and let this side out specifically.
Only that side though.
Okay, roll a. Actually, scratch that. There
Roll
is
initiative.
very close to this door. There is a keypad. Looks to be run by some sort of arcane magic that looks to control the doors. There's also a lock, so you can choose lockpick or try to figure out how this keypad works.
Lockpick.
Okay,
Is that a question?
it can be
24.
24. Door swings right open. Anyone else who wants to open doors? Because I see there's a couple of you standing in front of doorways.
Sure.
What do I need to roll?
Arcana or a lockpick.
Oh, hey, I'm good at one of those.
I rolled a 24 on Arcana.
You figure out how the keypad works. Click it,
Oh.
and it opens up.
You're free now.
I rolled a 25 on Arcana.
Same as you. You open the door, swings right open. Once you kind of tap on the keypad a little bit, and this door swings
Oh,
right open.
wait. They're all hooded. Hold up. I
No,
walk up
no,
to-
that's just a default model. They are clearly Osmond soldiers. I have one thing
Okay.
for all POWs because I didn't want to make 100 different icons for POWs.
Yeah, those
Well,
ones. So
So actually, so then I walk in
Yeah.
here, right? And then I go up to this guy down here and I ask him his name.
You're doing this to
There's
spite
even
me,
more.
aren't you? I don't
More
appreciate this.
people.
I don't appreciate this game of yours, sir. Just rude.
I tell him to give me his name or this one gets it.
John Doe.
John Doe, all right. And I continue like talking to the one to John down the bottom. All right, now what's his name?
Thomas Paine.
Okay, cool. That's it.
Yeah, you passed for now. As you all, move down the hallway further, I'm not going to make them move, but I'll make their icons disappear. They all quickly head out of their cells and are just rushing out.
As I'm walking past these bars, I like kind of like tap him with my knife so it goes stink, stink.
Oh god, you're doing the warden thing.
Does this
I'd like-
Say, what's up, gentlemen? And then I try to unlock this door.
Does the same key code unlock these doors?
Yeah, with the Arcana check, you can now open any of the doors.
That's a
Okay.
23.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Door
just
open?
gonna-
Alright, cool.
open these then.
Yeah.
Bang, boom, done.
With just with that check, it just makes them so they all rush out as well. I'm not gonna make all their icons move. There's like
Can
there's
I
like
radio
20-something
over to
icons.
Can I radio over to Wrath to
Wrath has the radio.
to-
It's only she can radio. You guys can't radio.
Oh,
you
we
can hear
can't
the
comm
radio.
over to her.
No.
All right, cool. I'm going to yell as loud as I can down the hallway.
What the
And-
fuck is wrong with you?
I'm gonna go, Wrath, use the radio.
You hear from you can hear from down the hallway. Let me find it. You hear him from down the hallway, sounding like this, very reverby. Use the radio. There you go.
Then anyone hear anything about a rodeo?
God damn it! All right.
I like cowboys.
Who's got a radio? Why ain't we playing music?
So turn on the radio.
Play
And then
that one
play
song that
like
goes
the-
beep bop boop beep bop boop.
No, man, you mean beep boop bop bop.
Okay.
No.
I got a thing.
Yeah. Once you guys are done with your conversation, I'm gonna go to Blackstone real quick. All right. Everyone stop moving
guess we're
except for
done.
Blackstone.
Yeah. I got
Blackstone.
clipped into the wall.
You look down, and you see in this chamber you see a scientist, or someone dressed like a scientist, who is currently not really paying attention to the alarms and is in the middle of picking a series of tools from a table next to a POW that has clearly been fairly cut to ribbons.
So I want a stealth roll, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to very loudly announce my presence as I walk in.
I am Blackstone.
That's literally essentially what I'm doing off of that fucking roll. It was in that one.
I'm gonna sneak inside. No, you're not.
As
All right.
I
name
open the
is
door, it's
Antonio
like, don't
Banderas."
worry, guys, I'm gonna sneak in there and scare this guy.
So with that stealth roll, you go to open the door, and you think all the other doors have been quiet so far. You open this one, and it's just this loud, just.
All right, no, hold on. I'm gonna rework this, right? I go
Okay.
to open the door, and I'm clank, 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 clank.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a pull door.
Yeah, just rattling the door. Just. Door opens up. The dude turns around, looking at you, in a bit of shock and disbelief, holding a bloodied scalpel in his hand.
I love scrap.
I said
So I'm a nod to the body there and be like, "You find anything useful there, bud?"
You're not supposed to be in here.
Yeah, and you also didn't answer my question.
He looks to you and sees your two companions behind you, and just
Staring through the window, and just
yeah. Quill just staring through the bars. You look back at Quill. He's like grabbed onto the bars by this point and is like stuck his beak through it. Has kind of just pressed his head against the bars. He's doing the Aaron Yeager look, but without the camera zoomed in on his forehead.
I'm just gonna yell, just be like, "Hey, if that scientist is doing anything sketchy, put a bullet in him."
He drops the scalpel and he just says, I surrender."
well, that's too bad for you. We don't take prisoners. And I'm gonna immolate him.
Well, shit. What does he need to roll?
No, wait, I was kidding. Wait, no.
It was a
Wait
joke.
a minute. This was my job.
Yeah. What-
Joke. No.
So it's a D20 dex.
Oh,
or,
he's
20
going
dex.
through.
Oh yeah, he didn't pass that. Yeah, he burst into flames and just a fiery inferno, screaming. Just wait, no, wait. I have a scream for this. Give me a second. Where's the scream?
Oh no.
He screams like. I can't find the one I wanted, but
He's looking for the Wilhelm scream.
no.
Listen,
Val-
after fucking 5 sessions of trying, I finally got an immolate off.
Yeah, on a lowly scientist. Yeah, the scream works. As he's burning to death.
I think that's
And
a war
then-
crime.
He collapses dead on the ground.
Listen, right? They have to be alive in order to consider it a war crime. I walk
Ye-
over to open this door.
Wow. There you go. Just for you.
Excellent.
The door opens. The POWs like look up at you, kind of a little terrified. They know you're one of them, but at the same time, they're just like, "Holy shit, he just did that to that guy."
Goddamn. Holy fucking shit.
Hey, you guys, you know what the scientist was working on?
Us.
he was torturing us and testing how long we would last under pain.
Oh, so it's a good thing I did this.
Oh, good job,
I
Blackstone.
exclaim.
I'm gonna go over and give him a little gold star sticker.
The guy who said it is this one.
All
All
right,
right, yeah.
you gentlemen, if you don't mind taking a little bit of time, there's another team upstairs. Let them know that a bunch of the prisoners are getting out, and they can help coordinate you to get back safely.
All right, yeah, we will do that. They kind of shuffle out of it. I'm not gonna move the fucking 7 guys in here. One of them undoing the one that's on top of the bench here, and kind of like throwing his arm over his shoulder and like helping him out of the building. Don't move any further, Goat or Soap.
Go? Hell yeah! Thank
Yeah.
you.
Don't move any further because we're gonna go to the other side. So they all leave, and you can Blackstone if you would like. You can move over to where Soap is.
I am actively.
Oh my
What about
god! Oh my
Quill?
god!
What's Quill doing there?
I'm trying to move him, but I actually selected all of you.
Is he still Aaron Yeager staring at the
No, he's done with
burning
that.
body?
And yeah. All right, the other 3 of you. What would you like to do?
Just
Maybe
keep
continue
going.
walking down.
Oh, I think I figured out why there's outlines appearing. Jared's character sheet has fucking blind sight, so it's detecting people through walls, which it's not supposed to do. That's crazy. So, the 3 of you move forward. You see 2 scientists. One is currently messing with a set of bottles on top of a table. The other one is currently cutting into someone who is muffled crying underneath kind of a gag over their mouth
I'm
on
going
top
to
of a table.
cast command on the scientist doing science,
Okay.
and there's a wisdom 17 saving throw.
Jeez, yeah, he failed that.
Okay. So let's see. Cast that at the 4th level.
Just look at him and just say
Actually, yeah, at the 3rd level, I guess.
3rd level.
So yeah,
All
3rd
right.
level.
What are you commanding
So
him to
that's I'm commanding them both to halt. So could you give me a wisdom check on the other guy as well?
do? Yeah, they 1 and a 2, by the way. I just rolled.
Okay, so I'm
so
gonna,
yeah, they both freeze up.
yeah, I'm commanding them to halt.
Yep, they both do not move. They both stand still and they look towards you. Like this one kind of sides eye you. This dragonborn kind of gives you side eye. The kobold, his back's to you, and he's just like clenching 2 bottles in his hand. And he's just stuck there.
I'm using the voice from Dune. Like imagine like it has like that reverb or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll ask Anthony. Hey, could you please remove that prisoner and perhaps tend to his wounds while this command is holding?
How long does command work?
1 round.
So yeah, you have 6. You have 6 seconds to do something.
So yeah, I'm having Anthony just like go and grab that guy real quick.
Do I need to roll a save or something to carry him, or?
No, you just move at half speed. You're dragging him. You just undo his straps off the table and just drag him off the table. So where do you want to take him?
I was gonna take him back towards Raw.
Okay, so we'll move to this point. is as far as you'll get.
There's
Ra,
bars
what are
in
you
it.
doing?
I oof, there's a lot of people here. So I see Ratman, the other guy.
Actually, that's a kobold, but
Oh.
they're like rats, just reptile rats. They're adorable.
Okay.
I love them. I love kobold.
Kind of like go up to this guy, like knife in hand, well, and just like kind of like waving it around, like like pointing it at him and shit. And I ask him like, what he's doing down here. And like be specific.
Currently they can't say anything because they're under command.
If that guy has like a big old knife, I wouldn't stand that close.
He's
to
got a
him.
scalpel in his hand.
Let me check that.
I really was expecting a how big's a scalpel?
Yeah, there should be small.
You want to relieve him of that scalpel while he's immobilized?
Yeah. I'd like to do like
Sleight of
cool
hand
little,
check.
like snatch that shit right out of his hand.
Yeah, sleight of hand check.
27.
Yeah, you easily, without any issues, take the scalpel from his hand.
And snatch that shit right out of his hand.
He's kind of side-eyeing you, and you can tell he's like really struggling to form a growl. Like he's making the noise for it, but like he's struggling to actually like snarl at you.
And now I have 2 knives, and I'm waving it around in his hand, in his face.
I think that should be about a round right there.
Yeah. About that point, he kind of is relieved of the command. The one sitting at the table with the bottles, kind of shaking a little bit, kind of like a chihuahua, kind of like trembling, just kind of like, you've interrupted our work.
I wasn't talking to you as I point the scalpel towards him, and then I point it back to the other guy and be like, speak.
He before the Dragonborn can speak, the kobold lets out a little kind of a roar, I guess, as he throws a bottle at you.
Can I catch it?
You have scalpels in both hands.
I mean, I have a knife in one hand, but like.
Well, you have knives in both hands, but
can you throw a knife at it and intercept it in the air?
And intercept it.
I'm gonna say no this time, unfortunately. He does hit you with the bottle, so you're going to take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as the bottle breaks on your head, and I'm gonna use my new dice for this. 3 points of acid damage as you are coated in a little bit of acid.
Any acid on the other guy?
No, the other guy is just far. It's a very small vial, so it doesn't explode outwards.
All right, so technically he started combat, right?
In a sense, we're not gonna roll for it.
All right, cool. Can I hurdle this fucking table and stab him in the neck? Instead of pure, unadulterated disrespect for his homie.
Sure.
Get that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Sure. I will let you vault the table and attack him.
Yeah. And then I like take my kniffy, if I can find out where it is. My kniffy.
It's Kinefei.
Go straight for the jugular.
Okay.
21.
Yeah, you hit him.
Just
you stab him. Yeah. Roll that attack. Or the damage, I mean.
8 damage, and like with the knife like in his neck, I take the scalpel because it's still in my hand, on the other hand, and I kind of just like, don't you ever fucking do that shit again.
You find when you're a little too aggressive with your initial strike. To the point that when you stuck the knife into his jugular, you didn't just stick the jugular, but you also severed the spinal cord. And he kind of lets out a slight gasp as blood just sprays across your face, and you can see his eyes just roll back in his head as he's like struggling to like move for a moment, and then just kind of falls to the ground. The back of his head hitting the table right here, and just splattering blood across it, and as he just slumps down next to it.
Cool. So I'm assuming he's not too big, right?
No,
No,
he's like
no,
he's like 3.5 feet tall. Like
I
this
mean,
was
like
a very
weight wise,
weight wise, he probably weighs maybe 100 pounds.
100.
Yeah.
Like, so I kind of like, I just take, obviously take the knife out, clean it, take his head, and then go point back at the other guy. Now speak.
He a bit what's the word I'm looking for? Reluctantly, with a slight growl, just says,
I don't like his tone.
yeah, we were ordered to experiment on the prisoners.
Yeah. By who?
Our commanding officers.
I literally this time I don't mount the table. I'll walk around the table. Just do I have to ask again?
And I gave you the information you wanted.
What are the purposes of your experimentation here?
It depends on the day and what specific thing we ordered to try to discover.
Nah, one second. Homie ain't getting out of this. Hold up. Y'all ready to interrogate this motherfucker?
I can use detect thoughts and that kind of stuff if you want to push him out in the room. If you want to interrogate him out here, I can use detect thoughts to kind of see what he's thinking about as you push him.
Oh, I was just gonna ensnaring strike him, just stab him in the arm.
That's a way to do it.
If you want to roll an attack.
Yeah, so let's see. That would be. So I'm gonna use ensnaring strike. But then I'll just so it's there because I have to use that first technically. $15.
That hits.
Cool. So then that would be he takes 7 damage and he needs to roll a strength saving throw. Needs to beat a 12.
You stab at his arm. He kind of throws his arm up a little bit, and you strike a little lower than you were planning. Kind of striking just underneath the bottom of his arm. And actually hitting him in the chest as well. He lets out a gasp. Kind of sputtering up blood. And then just kind of
off his elbow.
Gives you you stabbed him. You cut him through a artery on the bottom of his arm, and then into the side of his rib, and actually punctured one of his lungs. And he kind of
looks like we got a timetable here.
Yeah, sputtering. He sputters a little bit and kind of looks to you, like in this moment. How tall do you stand?
Ra is. Where is his height? It's on here somewhere. 5'5".
Yeah, he's standing over you, and just kind of like looks down at you, kind of in an act of defiance, and just spits blood into your face. Before
looks like we have as long as it takes for you to bleed out, for you to convince us not to let you bleed out. So
he leans against the table here, just like blood pouring out of his side. and he mutters something under his breath, hacking up more blood. You can tell he is speaking now in Simian. He is no longer speaking in Common.
And are the potions of healing stems? Just curious. I wasn't sure if they were stems or actual potions.
They are stims. They're counted as potions, but they are stims. I will say, you would know by this point, he is probably too far gone for a potion to work.
You should do what we did and light them on fire.
I can't.
I'm- Yeah, I'm giving you a chance. Someone mentioned something that is a possibility of what can be done right now, but
You could light them on fire.
yeah, that's
That,
it.
that- hey, that's one way
Cauterize
to
it.
the wound.
Yeah, you cauterize it. I don't think I have fire spells. You know,
I could just cure wounds on, but this guy seems like a dick, so I don't really feel like it.
Okay, he mutters as he mutters, and eventually, hits the ground. Oh shoot, there's a certain thing I want him to say, and I need to find something for it. Give me uno mas, because I need to
Momento.
actually uno momento. I don't know Spanish, bro. I took 4
Moss
years of
means
it.
one more.
Yeah,
Just
give
say
me
one
give,
more.
give me one more.
One must, please.
He says, in particular, where is it? I'm looking for a certain name because he says something to. He says a certain name before he dies.
Saddam Hussein rookie card.
I buried the treasure in. um. Wait. There it is. He says. He says, "May Seoth take my soul," in a very sputtery voice as he eventually just fades, kind of head flumps to one side and just kind of goes still, and he's dead.
This motherfucker said Seoth?
Seoth. If any of you would like, you can roll a religion check.
I'll do it.
Even us.
No.
You're not.
16.
You said anyone.
Anyone in this moment. 16, okay.
I try to do it too. 14.
25.
The character's your religion meter.
Anthony, and the reading he has done in the past, I would say with the 25 was the DC for this. You have heard rumors in your time of a church, a kind of a cultish type group, as one may call it, that believes in an old god that used to be or an old god who had been split into both the gods of Savanath and Sarvoth. And this church believes in trying to find the champions of these gods to perform a sort of ritual to bring him back, combining the two gods once more.
Oh,
That's the information. This god is is believed to be an old god that used to be around, or who is believed to be around sometime just after the calamity occurred, who was in an act by the other gods, was split into two: the goddess Sarvanath and the goddess Sarvoth, the one who is worshipped in Sarstag. He had been split into these two gods, and this cult believes in trying to do a ritual to bring these gods back together as one being to bring him back.
We wound up in a cult base. That's always fun.
Or this individual clearly was a member of said cult.
Well,
A
that's
whole
something.
lot of
That's something to ponder. If this faction has anything to do with this cult, or if this is just a one-off guy.
I just gave Jared something that he's just like eternally confused about now. Give it a few months, Jared. You'll understand.
No.
Steve first.
He'll forget by the time it becomes relevant again. Okay. What do you want to do now that the individual is dead on the ground?
I spit on him.
All right.
No, I spit on him and talk about how now who's taller now?
His Napoleon complex kicks in.
I mean, look, he looking down on me. Fucking get fucked. I walk
Okay.
back. Sorry, y'all had to see that, and then I proceed to let out the prisoners.
Okay.
Because everybody was watching.
Oh. I just like to point out, did that scientist die instantly to my immolation?
Oh, 100%.
So as it turns out, if he dies to the immolation, he's instantly turned into ash.
Yeah, that's why I did the little thing over him. He is
Okay, I
a
didn't
smoldering
know,
pile
so
of ash.
he literally just did that and just like disappeared.
Yeah, it was. Sorry, it wasn't the scream that I thought. It was more of a.
Oh, you need the baby one.
Yeah, I was trying to find it on here and I couldn't find it, but we'll find it at some point.
Eventually.
Eventually, we will reacquire the baby. Ah. All right. You free the prisoners. They start making their way out. One of them taking hold of the one that was on the table and aiding him in getting out of here. I'm not going to move all their props. You guys
I'll
can now move
cast,
to the center.
Yeah, any word on my robots?
Oh shit.
But for some reason, I'm still concentrating. Let me.
He, by this point, would be coming back. So I'll say by this point, I'll have to. Your construct shows up. Yay.
Hey, little buddy.
How much health is it supposed to have again?
Okay, I cast it, I believe, at the lowest possible level. So that would be. Sorry, just scrolling to it in my thing. That would just be 40 because I cast it at the 4th level.
Okay. Cool. So, yep, you have your construct.
He's back.
And I will.
There.
There. Now you can see his hit bar. Okay, so both sides start converging on this center position around the same time. So you guys can start moving into the center area. I'm just gonna move
Wow,
Quill
it's a
first.
wall.
Wow.
Oh. What's up? It's my little buddy.
Whew.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Hello.
Shalom.
I'm gonna go this way.
Oh, you're going down? But like, hear me out. I think this is the center of the room.
Yes, but there's more people over here.
I think
Well,
this is the center of the room.
but like,
All right, so I'm just gonna pop this open and I'm gonna cast magic missile.
oh no, I.
It's too late. I'm doing
I'm
it.
not facing. I'm not facing it, so it doesn't matter. I'm facing
Oh
the door.
no! Magic missile. All right,
Wrath, you chose the
I gotta
right
make sure I
choice.
hit it.
you hit it. It's magic missile, man.
This was a terrible mistake.
Oh boy. Um.
What if
I
all
can't
these
wait
rooms
to-
were full of prisoners and then they all die?
I can't wait for me it to summon a demon and me just close the door and be like, all right, we're just gonna leave that one alone.
I've gone too far. There we go.
It summons a Kendrick.
Kendrick
For
Lamar.
everything in this area, it goes dark for everyone. Even those with dark vision, you can't see anything.
Wow, I'm lucky.
Yeah. So all of you are completely blinded right now. You are
Did
in
this make any noise or anything?
complete. No, you heard the pop of a balloon, and that was it.
Raph's just gonna turn around, and it's just like a pitch black void behind her.
Yeah.
Is
Even
that
with
got-
dark vision, you cannot see within this darkness.
Hey,
Is it magical darkness?
There appears to be some kind of problem with this.
This
It
a
is
Not our
a
problem.
magical darkness, but it has a special property that specifically negates dark vision.
True sight, baby.
Oh, I guess Anthony can see because I forgot he gets true sight.
Suicide.
So Andy
Oh,
can
my
see
God.
everyone looking super confused.
I mean, like for the next minute, I also have true sight.
All right, you cast true sight. You also can see.
Imagine not being able to see.
Yeah,
Gonna
couldn't
be
be me.
us.
Couldn't
Don't
be
worry.
me.
I summon Tiny Hut until the end of this darkness.
Quill just goes, can't see, dark. You don't recognize the voice he used. This is a new one. You guys have not heard this voice yet. Can't see, dark. The two that can see right now, you can see Quill walking around with his hands up, kind of doing the like up and down motion of like trying to find something to touch.
I say, Quill, I'm right behind you. I'm about to touch you. I grab him. Just so he's not like heart attack. I grab him.
You see him like feathers stand on end, kind of like stiffens up like a board and just like freezes for a second.
I kind of
Yeah,
like
kinda-
pet his crest.
He just kind of chills for a second.
Yeah, you're good, man. You're good. And then I open this door. Oh, it's locked.
Yeah, I open this door. Oh, it's locked.
Well, because I can still see, I should be able to see how to lockpick, correct?
Yeah. The two of you up top, what are you doing?
Can I open the door and peek through?
There's no logical lock on this door. There's
Is
no
there any
mechanism
logical
here.
lock?
Is there a
No.
keyhole?
No arcane. It is a vault door. Without
Can I,
any means of opening it, it looks to have to be. The controls are probably elsewhere.
Can I just like disintegrate it?
I'll step aside.
You definitely could just cast disintegrate on my metal door.
You cast disintegrate at the 6th level.
How much
I
health
cast
would-
disintegrate at
You
the
know,
6th
it's
level.
yeah. It's just
Could you roll at a Dex 17? Check for me on your big immobile metal door.
I think you're bullshitting me.
I think that hits.
Yeah, it's gonna hit. The door is gonna disappear. The shit works on a wall of force. Yeah, the door just vanishes because there's nothing else I can do. You see a dark chamber.
Wow. I think we found the bottom of that pit.
Oh, and I can do this now. You can see on the far side of the chamber. There is a large beast chilling out near the back wall.
Hey, Wrath, for your
Mhm.
sake, you might want to back up.
We're gonna pause with you real fast. Those of you doing the door thing, are you trying to open that door?
Yeah.
As you go, okay. Roll the thing for the door. As you're doing that,
I did.
what'd you roll?
A 21.
Oh yeah, that opens that door. As you do that, you can hear inside a voice say, it sounds like the what is it? Let me get his name. Oh wait, his name's not on here. It's in here. I said it sounds like they've opened the door to the beast's chamber. The beast's chamber. That's what I'm trying to say. You can open that door if you want.
Oh shit, my bad.
You see inside 3 constructs trying to do their job. They can't really see, and then 2 guys that are huddled in their seats, turning their heads as if for some reason light's going to come through, and are looking very confused.
Because I can still see technically, can I pop shots at them?
Yeah, you'd have advantage.
Yeah, I want to pop this one and this one.
Okay.
Because I have 2 shots. So with advantage, first one's a 24, the other one's a 25.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, cool. The first one does 14 damage. The second one does 17 damage. This is first, this is second.
Okay. There. That's too much damage. Whoopsies.
Oh, it happened.
Nope. Negated. All right. Yeah, you pop the shots. They cry out in pain. The constructs turn in your general direction, but aren't able to see you. Anthony, do you want to do anything in this moment?
Whoa, fireball be upon ye.
Oh shit. All right. I guess I'm rolling a bunch of dex saves with disadvantage because I can't see it coming. That's a fail. What's your AC? Or what's your DC?
18.
That's a fail. That one passes. That's a fail. Oh wait, no. Yeah, that one fails. All but one fails. I assume you're casting it like here or like upper here so that it doesn't hit your compatriot.
Nah, Rock can take it.
Good.
Okay.
What do I have to roll? No, I'm sorry.
No. Yeah, okay, he's not doing it to you.
Okay, that's 37.
First one, dead.
And just in case, it also ignores resistance.
It's not like I gave any of these people resistance anyways. Whoopsies, that's not the button. Just fades out of existence like Yoda. Dead.
Yoda, the fucking Lego Yoda death sound.
Yeah. Dead. Construct over here. Dead. I'm not even showing these on stream right now. Dead. This guy.
For not dead.
His core overheats and he dies.
Not dead. He's gonna blindly fire at the doorway. He doesn't even fire at the doorway.
Yay!
He just unloads bullets. They hit the wall like next to you, and they just kind of go around the door frame and like hit this side, and then it just stops shooting. So you two get one more go at this man.
Okay. I fire my gun again.
All right.
Would it also be with advantage because I can see and he can't?
Yes.
That's a 30.
just you're probably gonna just roll again. Yeah,
Here,
just
one second. There's a 25. There's 13 damage, and then there's 11. There's 24 damage.
you shooting him in the chest or the head?
Head.
Yeah, you pop 2 shots into the head, blow out both of the eye holes, and just the head just explodes, and it collapses on the ground. A few moments pass, nothing really happens for a moment, and then suddenly, the darkness is gone. All of you can see again. The darkness disappeared.
He hears just an explosion and several shots. That's just it. Don't know what happened, how it happened.
Quill looks around, just goes, "See again."
All right, Charlie Puth.
And while that happened, the other 2 up top. So we're gonna look at the other one. So you guys just chill out.
Sorry.
So the you two, you were looking up towards this great beast at the end of the chamber. What would you like to do, you two, as you know your compatriots are standing in the darkness?
I'm just gonna back out of this and just kind of.
All right, you back out of the situation. What about you?
I'll cast as a bonus action or whatever passage, so we can move a little farther.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If it attempts to use a breath attack, can I ready a reaction to just dip around this corner?
Yeah. You are 55 feet from it.
I don't know how far the breath attack goes, bro. Would I know?
No.
All right. In Abyssal, I'll say, oh shit, that's a red dragon. They're evil no matter what. Fuck. All right. I'll say in Abyssal, how badly do you want your freedom?
It doesn't react. It just kind of stares at you from its shackles. You can see from its shackles, it is covered in scars and marks from struggling against these shackles. It looks a bit malnourished. And you can see that the only thing, the thing that's keeping these shackles on is a set of locks that is directly behind it.
Okay.
How many logs? Just curious.
It is specifically 2 large locks.
I won't ask any favors of you, not to go after our enemies or anything like that. However, just to not hurt any allies if we let you out.
It doesn't respond, just kind of stares at you.
You wish to keep silent. It's fine by me. I'm not the one chained up. We could simply go and continue our work. You're not our main objective.
Any objective for that matter.
It doesn't say anything. It just kind of slightly struggles against its bonds, trying to get away. It almost looks to be trying to pull itself away from the wall, which it seems the chains are preventing it from even moving from the current spot that it's in. Which I have the wrong status effect. It's actually restrained, not grappled.
To Wrath, I'll say, send a call up to Crimson. Let them know we have a red dragon chained down in the basement.
Are you sure you want to stand that close?
I should be fine at this distance.
Whatever you say. And she'll just back up like another few feet and go around this column here. and pull out her radio and dial up Crimson.
All right, yeah. What are you saying to them?
We've discovered what's like she sees your shot of her, so she'll like speak loud enough that they can hear her as well. We found what's locked up in the pit. It's an adult red dragon chained up against the wall.
I don't even remember who is the radio man for Crimson. Radio man for Crimson is... That is Brick. All right, yeah. Over the radio, you hear back from Brick. Just you know, you're sure it's a red dragon down there?
Yeah, it was red.
It's a big
Yeah.
red dragon.
It looks like they've been feeding prisoners to it.
He kind of just like over the radio for a second, just kind of I'll get back to you on this. The radio
Roger.
goes quiet.
And she'll look over at the other, her other teammates down here, and ask if they got all that.
I can see it. There's a glass window right here.
Yeah, that's a glass window. It's a one-way window. You can see it all the way through.
Yep, I see it. That thing
That's
is
handy.
huge. I'd like to walk into here. Like
Where are you?
behind you.
Oh, you're in that room. Okay.
I'm behind you.
I didn't tell you, but the windows you guys couldn't tell they were windows from the outside because of an enchantment that's on them. From inside, they're just windows. So the guards could see you the whole time, stomping around the room. And then it all went dark. So that balloon actually just saved a combat situation where like there would be fire from both ends.
Okay, can I look at the terminals?
Yeah.
Okay. And will I be able to at least understand what they mean, or
Investigation.
are they just terminals? 22.
Okay, looking at the terminal, that is the one facing this chamber.
Yeah.
You can see, for one, it's popping an error saying, "No door found. Cannot contain cell any longer." You can also see on the dashboard there is a name. You see the name is Ignis the Flaming Storm. And a bit of descriptions on this dragon of it notes that they have been made of speaks violent speech, yet does not retaliate physically, is one of the major notes. And they said they have on there unknown why.
Okay, so I take note of that, and because of that, I leave. I see the note. I tell everyone down here. So the big dragon, which hopefully y'all can see, is apparently the note. This is all apparent. It's non-hostile. It like doesn't retaliate. It just says bad things.
Would I be able to hear that, or
Not from where
Not
you're
yet.
standing.
okay? All right. I'm just going off of what I know. Can I
So let's go
continue?
talk to him.
Can I
Yeah.
continue speaking to the dragon?
Yeah, while he is doing his thing, what do you want to... I felt like Anthony was about to say something. Was Anthony about to say something?
I am gonna telepathize. I'm gonna tell Soap that with my telepathy.
Okay.
So I get its intention, name, all that. It won't retaliate. What's its name? Something.
Ignis the Flaming Storm.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off push to talk. This is getting annoying. One
Yeah.
second.
As a note, you've probably noticed this. Dragons in this realm have a title behind their name more often than not.
Walk over.
All right, testing. All right, cool. You said Ignis, the tidal storm,
Yeah.
The Flaming Storm.
the flaming storm. All right, cool. I'll just continue standing in the doorway. If this is your dwelling, Ignis, it's in quite a sorry state.
A low growl comes from it.
I assume you would want to get home to your grove, stash, your burrow, even. I don't know what you would refer it to.
With a kind of a deep growl. I'm curious if I want to use my voice mod for this. I don't think I will. With a kind of deep growl, though, he just says, lesser creatures like yourself are the reason my home is gone.
I'll sheath my sights. And,
I do butt in. If we're lesser, then how was it destroyed?
I'll I'll put my scythes away, and I'll go.
Okay.
Apologies. I'll bow. I go. I do agree. Lessers are quite stupid and destructive. They don't understand the bigger pictures of the world.
I look at you and like quiet and like whisper, like because I'm right beside you, I whisper, didn't you just like kill a kid?
I can't see or hear you.
He's right next to you.
Oh, dude, what the fuck?
Directly
That's
next
crazy.
to you.
Bro, listen, I'm looking at the dragon still. I'm waiting to see if he moves. Yes.
Okay. Carry on. just making sure.
Based on what you can tell, he can't move from the wall. He is restrained to the wall.
What's his response though?
Your comment, though, you notice a slight hesitation in his aggression before it goes back to the kind of angered facade that he's kind of holding.
Here, so I know this might be really stupid, but I think I know how we can really get to him.
I'm not trying to antagonize him.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying let's just go unlock him.
Maybe not yet.
Like, I'll do it. I'll go in there.
The best course of action right now is to err with the side of caution. Just
I don't know. If the guys who are starving him and are the ones who chained him up say that he's not aggressive, I'm gonna believe it.
can I try something? I'll turn back to Ignis. I'll go. It was rude of me to call you by your name, though asking first. If it's all right with you, may I come forward?
He kind of slightly lowers himself, not in a like submissive kind of way, but more of a animal trapped in a corner type deal, and kind of low, like the growl gets a little louder.
I'll take that as a no. We mean no harm. Just trying to figure out the situation. So you might understand us for Alessa to see such a creature as yourself in this
Magnificent
condition.
beast.
It's quite alarming, and I'll be quite honest with you. I'm a little confused.
He ever so slightly, you notice his head tilt a little bit, trying to keep the aggressive facade going, but seems almost intrigued by your comment.
Wait, is the darkness gone?
The darkness is gone. I removed it. You can see
Oh,
again.
fuck.
You've been able to see for like 5 minutes, bro.
Bro. I'm gonna come over because I see him through the window. Hey, what do we got going? Oh my god!
Just based on your size, I'm assuming you've seen quite a bit. You've been around for a while. Am I correct?
A ever so slight nod comes from him. The growling is
Um,
still kind of continuing.
How did you end up here?
He does not answer you.
Hmm. I can say the release mechanism for your chains is behind you. But you might understand the situation that we're currently in. How do I know you won't kill me if I release you? I don't mean to undermine you, sir.
The kind of a mix of both a growlish hiss, I guess would be the best way to describe it. Kind of like almost like a billowing, kind of similar to that of like I guess a gator. His words kind of come through of you don't, and he yanks against the chains once more. You can see them strain, but don't seem to give in any kind of way. And he seems to get irritated by them once more, and like for a moment kind of forgets that you three are standing at that doorway, and kind of bites down on one of the chains and begins to tug at it once more. You can see some of his scales actually tearing underneath this chain as he does this.
You're only hurting yourself doing that. We can make it easier for you. So you don't have to hurt yourself trying to force a way out of the chains.
Not that you couldn't, seeing how long you've been around.
He, kind of stops. He's not really paying you three any mind anymore. He's more of just like recovering from tearing into his self again with these chains, and for a moment he kind of tends to his own wounds, kind of gently breathing fire over the new gashes in his scales. Yeah, he's not really paying you guys any mind at the moment.
Mm.
You can definitely tell, the three of you that are watching this is odd behavior for a dragon. Not
Yeah, this
most
isn't usually they're chaotic evil.
That's it. I I walk in there.
I
Okay.
Now,
Bow
Understood.
first. Bow first.
Yeah, I am. I'm gonna bow as I get to this door. My hands are up.
Soap's like, I'm trying to keep my cool right now. I'm
You know?
sweating.
I do a little bow, to show respect. All right.
Mhm.
And then I like my sniper's obviously on my back. I take it off and set it down. Just
He's like
like
side
it's on
eye.
the
He's
ground.
like side eyeing you by this point.
And my hands are visible the entire time.
Yeah.
And then I open my cloak a little bit so one hand's still up so he can see the knife. I grab the knife and I set it down next to the sniper. Put my hands up. I am unarmed.
Okay.
Just here to help. May
You
I
continue.
step forward?
He simply watches you, kind of eyes squinted slightly, just observing for a moment.
How dark is this room?
It's dark. Like where he is, it is very dark. The only light in this room is from that hole that you saw above.
Okay, so where it's lighter in this room, there's light, and then
Yeah.
okay, so I'm gonna slowly, one step at a time, work my way up. Hands still up. We're not trying to look. I'm just trying to help. Is how bad are the wounds that I can see?
The wounds you can see, most of it is scars.
Okay.
The new ones, they're deep enough to bleed, but they're not deep enough to do any internal damage beyond that.
So I'll step pretty much to the middle of the room.
As you get there, I will say, as
Oh.
you get there, the moment you step just outside of a 10-foot range, with
Which is
the
right where I'm at.
the swiftness of pretty much lightning, you find his jaw clamped directly in front of you, and in a deep growl, he just says the words, "If it wasn't for these chains, you would be dead."
Is he still speaking Abyssal?
No, he hasn't been speaking Abyssal the whole time. He's been speaking in Common.
Oh.
He didn't respond to
mean-
your Abyssal.
So I kind of hands still up. Like,
Yep.
we can just leave, and you can stay chained.
He does not move. He just remains where he is, eyes just staring directly at you. The smell of, rotten scorch coming off of his breath. But he does not
I'll
move.
step up as well. Put my stuff over here. Come on in.
Slightly
Hands
retreats
hands
back
up.
his head slightly, just pulls it back about 5 feet from you. Still a slight growl and a bit of curving around the lips to reveal the pretty much very white teeth, except for you can see that many of his teeth have cracks and chips within them. A few of the fangs are actually like broken and are shorter due to probably biting at this chain.
I mean no insult by this, but usually Red Dragon far more hostile. You are at least willing to talk. So you can see my confusion in this. Something tells me you're definitely not like your brethren.
and kind of, you know, gaze turns to you. His head does not move. His head is still pointed straight at Rob, but his eyes shift to you and just says, "And what does that supposed to mean?"
You're special. You're different.
Means there's a
You're
heart.
more intelligent.
He does not move.
Hell,
You can
the
see
intelligence isn't even the
yeah,
word.
there's a shift in his eyes, you can tell. You can't tell what emotion is shifting, but you can tell something has changed.
Would I recognize his name?
Roll me history.
No. 17.
You do not know his name.
Dang. I'm gonna stand next to Ra. I get a better look at the paints and you said is the locking mechanism right right
The
here,
locks.
or
So on the map, they're technically here and here. They look to be, so from where you're standing, they look to be a mixture of. You've seen designs like it, in the past, but this seems a bit more complex. These change in particular. I'll say they have a similarity to some of the ones that you've probably seen whenever you visited the city of Gilridge. They look very similar to some dwarven lock mechanisms that are usually used for either locking things in place or setting up some sort of leveraging point for machinery, things like that they use within the mines. But there's an alteration to these ones that make it seem a little more complicated, and you can't tell the origin of that. You can try to roll for it, but just by familiarity, you can tell this is semi-dwarven made.
are you gonna be able to reach a middle ground? I want to let you out, but at the same time,
Value my
I am
life
a
enough.
lesser, and I won't come back, especially from those jaws.
He remains unmoved, almost frozen in his position. Okay, the rest of you that are watching, what are you doing? Or is anyone watching this happen?
I'm actually posting a thing right now.
Oh,
In chat.
foreshadowing.
Where?
Right there.
Oh no, whispering to Quill. I'll watch that later.
Um. Hmm. All right. I'll say Ignis, correct? Then I'm going to move.
Yeah, you move within his attack range. He does not move.
I moved to the other side, like towards the other chain.
Is it okay if we inspect these chains?
His
They look
eyes
dwarven made.
Yeah, his eyes flicker between the two of you, but he does not shift in any way. Roll me insight if you'd like.
Both of us.
Yeah.
18.
Oof. 13.
He just seems to be cautious at this moment. There's something odd about it, but you can't tell exactly what he is thinking. You definitely do see a debating, like, you feel like he could possibly be debating to lash out, but at the same time, he's just not moving in any kind of way and is almost just watching the two of you and making sure nothing occurs, if that makes sense.
If it will put your mind at ease, one of us can go look at the chains while the other one stays in front of you. Makes it easier for you.
He does not speak. He is his head slightly retreats back even more. And now he's, sitting up tall once again. But he is he's not moving.
I'm gonna step up a
Okay.
little closer to him. Basically,
Unmoved.
right at the chain.
Yeah, unmoved.
Unmoved. Okay. I investigate that.
You can see it is a complex lock mechanism. Requires there's 3 specific locks on it of this big lock mechanism. There's 3 specific keyholes that look to be quadral directional. So it's a very extremely complicated lock.
You need help over there?
I think I have it, but
I can offer aid.
am I okay to unlock this?
He does not move.
Okay.
It's almost like he's
I'll-
petrified by this point. He is watching you and he is not moving.
Well, hold up, Rob. What's it? Ignis? No, dude. How do I keep?
Ignis.
Cygnus.
Yeah, okay, it is Ignis. Ignis, if we attempt to unlock these chains, is there a safety measure in place? Will you get hurt by an attempt, or is there anything we should know before we attempt?
He looks towards you, and without expressing it on his face, you can tell within his eyes that he does not know what will happen when these chains are removed.
Kind of just look down the hallway and go, Wrath, Blackstone, would either of you have disintegrate? We could maybe use that.
What was
This
gonna
is
just-
where I'd like to direct the DM's attention to the 17-second video I posted in.
Got it. I'm just gonna click on it.
Look, Bill.
All right, I'm watching
I know
this.
it's our job to help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's a lost cause. He's obviously made up his mind. Why don't we just
Oh,
cut our
yeah,
losses?
I know the clip. I know which one this is. Why don't we just, when this guy's made his mind, why don't we just take our losses and just leave?
Those are
I'm-
my thoughts exactly.
I'm like whispering this to Quill this entire interaction.
I'm pretty sure that's the episode of the guy who's like holding the revolver to his head the entire episode.
Yup, the
Yeah.
suicidal guy. yup.
Yeah, that's the episode that, yeah. He's clearly made up his mind. Why don't we just cut our losses and go?
Uh,
Raph is kind of like
slowly.
thinking that too. Like, she has disintegrate. That's how we got into this room in the first place.
Just-
When you say that to Quill, I'll say this, Blackstone. When you say that to Quill, he kind of holds up the pendant that he wears. The one that is an amulet, or is the emblem of Roshire. And he just mutters the word redemption. And then just walks off. He wants to go
damn it.
watch.
All right.
He wants to
I'm
go
gonna slowly make my
I'm just
way.
like, fuck, and I start coming over. Fucking
Uh,
this fucking
Make-
guy. I'm muttering the entire time. This fucking dude, man. This fucking
Yeah.
bird. Why you gotta be so cute? Damn it. Fucking asshole.
I'm gonna try and unlock this one.
And I would like to give him help.
Okay.
Fuck it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
stand out here.
Yeah, I'm just
Right.
gonna cast Disintegrate and just run out. Like, ah!
Yeah, you
So-
cast Disintegrate and it just like the whole thing just kind of melts away. Half of the chains go away. You see one of his wings kind of stretch out. A lot of the chains kind of falling from that wing as he you see kind of a spark in his eyes, not like almost like he's coming kind of like someone who's like been depressed forever and then all of a sudden just like a spark of hope hits type thing where it's like the light in his eyes kind of sparks.
You know, these humanoids ain't bad after all. I can't wait to burn them to a crisp.
Wrath, anything on the radio?
I'm gonna feel so bad when I kill them.
Dude, I'm
Sean,
really hoping. I was RPing the shit.
No,
She's
so
gonna try radioing back into the Crimson.
Raw, you roll your check with advantage for
34.
holy shit, you barely passed.
That's
in
insane.
in this, so the DC for this was 32. Messing with these locks, it takes you a minute. You see Blackstone disintegrate the other one and to just fucking book it out of the room. The dragon kind of
I'm like Roz over here working. I'm helping. I'm like the kid helping the dad work on the car. Like I'm holding.
yeah
holding
yeah
some
you're like
picks for him.
holding you're holding picks and shit like that and making sure
Hey,
stuff doesn't move. And suddenly
By
the
the way,
What?
my maximum roll that I could have is a 35.
So you got a 19. You were yeah, that makes sense. You hear the mechanism pop, kind of this crank mechanism within it. The whole thing just kind of turning and just like making these like clicking noises, kind of like a clock or some kind of clockwork mechanism. Before the top pops open, separates, another section of it pops out of it, that cracks open, kind of separates, slides back into the main mechanism, and then the chain itself actually pulls out of this lock mechanism, and then the chains begin to just almost on their own separate off of this dragon. You see him start to spread his other wing.
The minute.
Yeah. What are you gonna say?
Minute that pops off, I'm just backing up. Just
Yeah, Raph isn't a fan of dragons.
He stands there for a second, the chains all falling off him, a few chains staying on him, but he kind of stands up, spreading his wings at their full length. It's almost an awe, like a sight of awe for you, seeing him at his full height. And there's a moment of pause. Two of you roll me a dexterity saving throw.
I knew it.
You know, honestly, not too bad.
Yeah, for what
26.
we're about to get into.
26, okay. What'd you roll?
23.
Neither of you are knocked prone as he beats his wings. You'll take half the damage, which is... Wow, I rolled snake eyes. 10 points of bludgeoning damage was the full damage, so you'll take 5 points of bludgeoning as the wings kind of beat the air around you, kind of pushing you in a way and doing a little bit of, damage to you as he shoots up through the hole in the center and disappears out of the building. You hear a large crack and a bit of rubble and debris kind of falls through the hole. And Reth, you hear over the radio someone shout, "Where the fuck did a red dragon come from?" And it is not Crimson that says this. It is specifically Fae Company that shouts this.
Raph will tune into them. There's one locked up in the basement.
What was?
I'm running up to Ra. I'll bear hugging him and be like, "Holy shit! I thought we were gonna die."
Nah, bro. Nah, we were good.
I call bullshit. Ain't no way he was that calm.
Raph is
You
like
go-
visibly shaken from like this whole thing, which is why
No,
she
my-
did not enter that at all.
No. My hands are shaking. I'm shivering in my
Knees weak,
timbers,
arms
but,
are
like,
shaking.
Yeah, and my
Raph
arms
doesn't-
are heavy. Yeah.
Raph does not like dragons at all.
Soap is pulling out a ciggy and just one pull just clearing it.
Right here, this is
The,
the deep lore. I'm gonna post
Can I
this as a
investigate
meme.
this area?
Yeah. The rest of you, as you are standing there in awe of what just happened, Ghost and Gale walk up. Ghost looking a little confused and saying, "You all look like you've seen something traumatic."
I'm
Except
just
for
in
him,
this,
and
like,
kind of
the
points.
Bay Area.
Yeah. He kind of points to Anthony and goes, "Except for him, I can't tell what emotion he's feeling."
I'm up here picking up my size and just deep exhale, just cloud of smoke, and be like, Jesus Christ.
You good over there, bud?
Can I investigate?
Yeah. What are you investigating?
Like the area where he was laying down. Maybe I can
Uh,
find some like cool scales or something. Like
Yeah,
that.
I was about to say, we find scales over there?
There is a number of broken scales that are on the ground.
Hell yeah.
Raph
I
is just
know.
gonna slump up against a wall and like sit down after all that.
There's a number of broken scales, and there is one or two like pieces of like broken tooth.
I'm gonna,
Can I nab them?
Yeah, you can grab them.
hell yeah.
How many? So I know for my books.
Can I
I
grab
will
some
say
jam?
there are 5 broken teeth pieces that are salvageable, and I will say 15 broken scales.
Oh, look at Rongo split.
So 15. So it was 5 teeth.
Yes, 5 broken teeth.
All right. So I'll take 3 teeth.
And then 15 broken scales.
Okay. 30.
And a pristine
3.
human skull. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, cool. Nice.
And this is when we start hearing the raising of a city in the background.
Yeah, right. And then I'll take,
What?
since I took a majority of the teeth, you'll take a majority of the scales. So there's 15. So I'll
I'll
take
grab
7.
8.
You took 8.
Why did you release that thing?
Good question. Because well, you gotta think, like, I mean, if we're saving all the prisoners, wouldn't he be one of them?
Dragons they're different, especially a red dragon.
Still a prisoner.
That red dragon was different from the rest, and plus we're in enemy territory, so it's not our problem.
Literally.
I guess I just gonna feel responsible if that thing kills anyone.
Or we have a very powerful ally.
I don't know, that thing wasn't talking like an ally.
Well,
It
if
wasn't talking like
at
a red
all.
dragon either.
What if he was a red dragon?
That'd be crazy.
Interesting.
Quill is going to turn to you, Raw, and is going to imitate the dragon when it snapped at you and just kind of like say the same things at you that he said in his voice.
It's kinda fucked
Yeah.
up, bro.
Look, he's saying he could have done it this, he could have done that. I was literally standing beside him. Like, look, let me be real. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, he didn't. So we're fine.
Whatever.
Quill kind of like clicks his beak a few times like he's like biting at the air. And then just kind of chuckles to himself.
Who's that next to Ghost? Is that Gale?
That's Gale.
Yeah. Look at the two of them and just like, oh, we have an interesting report for the captain when we get back.
That was the first dragon I've ever seen.
We definitely heard. We were on our way down here when we heard over the radio that there was some sort of breach. Assume that you all lot are the ones responsible for that.
Freed prisoner.
Well, I'd say that dragons well and truly scuttled the rest of the base.
Based on the
Who's
reports I've
important enough
heard,
for them to. Ooh, sorry.
based on the reports I heard from everyone outside, it seems to have fled. So I don't think it's an issue for us. At least for now. But
I'm
anyways,
concerned.
are you all can you all confirm that all POWs have been escorted out of here?
Roger. Yes.
Yeah. I'll look back towards the other group and go, is your scientist dead as well? They're looking for
Ghost looks
was
at
it
you a little
Ra,
confused.
Anthony, and
Yeah.
We did
Rat.
not recover our scientists intact, if that's what you're asking.
Ghost
good,
looked
good.
at
They're
you.
pieces of shit.
We found ours in the middle of a little experimentation on prisoners. They didn't really seem to want to find a peaceful resolution to any of this. Also, I think, and did you say one of them is a part of a cult?
Yes.
Yeah. So there's that also. Dragons, cults. Oh yeah.
Dragon
Feeding
cults,
feeding prisoners to dragons.
beating women.
Oh yeah, that happened. This place sucks. Can we go?
Ghost kind of gives a nod and says, yeah, if you want to head back up top. I think Gail's looking around a little more before two of us will follow.
Yeah, Raph's just like very visibly shaken. She's like after that dragon stuff, so she's leaving.
I'm gonna go up to Blackstone now. Look at him and go, good shit with the scientist. Put a hand up.
We're gonna have the ending to fucking Breakfast Club or something up here.
I'm just happy the scientist got turned into ash.
Blackstone, do you react to this?
We didn't-
I'll be completely honest. I went cross-eyed for about like 5 minutes there.
All right.
Run me back.
He said, "Good
I
job
thought-
with the scientist," and offered you a high five.
Oh. I stare at him cross-eyed. No, I return the high five.
You do it cross-eyed.
Bow. High fived.
Hell yeah. Alright, let's go get some drinks.
Sounds fucking good to me.
Okay. I will just describe the next scene because we don't have a map for this one. So,
What?
you all head back to the surface. You know, meeting up with all of the others, getting out onto the street. You can see that a bit of a battle has happened up here. But some of the street has been torn up. Some of the buildings are damaged nearby. Things like that. And you can see about 200-300 feet away from this building, you can see two of your allies currently getting into a heated argument. Specifically, Brimstone and Wolf. They both are shouting at one another, both snarling. Wolf looks like he's threatening to lash out and actually go full lycanthrope. Brimstone also threatening to go into his transformation as well.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking board, man. No, fuck you. I'm gonna board first.
Essentially, it's two hothead shapeshifters threatening to tear each other limb from limb is essentially what is happening.
Time for me to go into action. I would like to transform. Kidding.
And you would know that a part of Purge Company, one of these squad members, specifically Siren, as you have all been informed, is supposed to be Wolf's handler, and is supposed to be the one to keep him from getting into fights like this, she is not doing anything to stop this. She is simply standing there off to the side with the other members of Purge, arms crossed, and is just letting this happen.
Drama alert.
Can I go up to Siren?
Yeah, you can go up to Siren, as the two of them are currently like butting heads. Threatening to blow up at any moment.
Hey, what's going on here?
She kind of shrugs and just says, they upset each other, and, well, none of us really know exactly why.
Is that normal for them?
She kind of gives a shrug and just says, it's normal for Wolf.
Not for Brimstone, though.
Based on your guys' service history with Brimstone, he's been relatively cool-headed. This is the angriest you've ever seen him outside of one situation where he lashed out against enemy troops for badly injuring one of his squad mates.
Party to this.
I don't want to stand between them, but can I stand to the side of both of them?
Yeah.
Cool. I want to go over there and just, while they're just yelling at each other, whatever's going on. I'll look at both of them and go, "Are you done acting like children?"
Wolf points at you as this happens and just, full growl. You can see already he's slightly starting to transform. His fangs are starting to come out. There's bits of patches of fur that are slowly beginning to form. And as he points at you, he just shouts, he says, shit, I had a fucking phrase that it was in mind. Pretty much just tells you if you know it's good with you, you keep out of this mutt. And then turns
The
back
threats
to
mean nothing to me.
he turns back
I
to
take that.
Brimstone and like shoves him.
Not my monkey, not my circus. Where's the prisoners?
You can see further away there is you can see that one of the airships has actually landed in the area and has been loading prisoners, are the POWs and the civilians.
Do we know where they're being taken?
Who are you asking? There are others around. Like all of the squads are here. Crimson's missing, Ghost and
I'll probably
Gale at the
ask
moment, but
the handler.
Siren.
Yeah.
She shrugs and just says, "That was Faye and Spark's job." You can see, like, near the airship, you can see all of Spark Company, like, escorting people onto the airship. And you can see Faye Company just kind of keeping security around the airship.
Are we gonna be able to fit everybody on?
So, Soap, what else are you going to try to do to stop this this fight as it's becoming slowly physical?
Oh,
I'm
hold
just
on, hold
gonna
on.
get in between and push them.
I mean,
Just-
I could magic them apart as well.
I'm just gonna push both of them back.
Put them
Roll
over.
We don't
me-
have time for this. We
roll
need to clear out.
me a strength check. Actually, roll me a shove,
Strength
which is
check?
strength. Yeah, roll me a shove, which I believe is just strength.
Could it be athletics?
Actually, that would make more sense. It is athletics. I'm going to double check that, but
Aw,
I'm pretty
damn.
sure it is athletics.
Bad roll. It was a 12.
It was a 12. Shove action. It is athletics or acrobatics. Look at that. I never knew. Wow.
Oh.
That's crazy. Nobody ever uses the shove action.
Wow, fucking crazy.
I just threw my dice across the room on accident. I tried to roll
Kind
it.
of
And it
makes
just,
sense with that roll. I'm pushing 2 guys in
Two
opposite directions.
big dudes too. Okay.
Yeah, jeez.
What's your AC?
19.
That doesn't too much matter. Give me a moment. You push at both of them. Brimstone doesn't move. He's a big dude. He doesn't really move that much. You go to push Wolf. You put a hand on his chest, and you feel a sharp pain in your wrist. And you've noticed he is wolfed out, and he's biting your arm. And I need you to roll a con save.
I already have lycanthropy though.
Yeah, I still need you to roll a con save.
This is a magical effect.
It has to do with lycanthropy. It's just there's a chance here of something happening.
Chance
So
of
is
you
that,
getting another
Is
lycanthropy.
lycanthropy magical or
Lycanthropy squared.
Oh, he already has lycanthropy squared. This is no. Okay, I'll explain this to you. If you fail this, you
I got
will
14.
You will. Oh no.
Yeah. I'm taking this personally. Actually, you know what? I would intentionally like to fail. I'm transforming.
Also, you
Alright,
you take 32 points of piercing damage from this.
Fuck this. I'm wall of forcing them in a box, and I'm also putting a wall of force below and above them. They now are in 0G, all 3 of them.
Cool. I've transformed.
I'll make a note when this happens, as he bites you, and he is fully transformed, and you begin to transform, Brimstone realizes what's happening and takes a step back. The hot-headed energy he had going for him is gone. He is now realizing the extent of what is happening. So, now Blackstone, who do you want to trap? You can trap all 3, but
I'm casting it multiple times. Well, actually, no, can I? It's a concentration. Fuck. I mean, wall of force at higher level, I could just kind of do that. I think.
Put us in a cage. Put us in a cage. Do it.
Yeah, no, I'm literally just casting wall of force in the little 5-foot squares, and I'm just gonna put them all around all 3 of them, one above and one below. So now they're in 0G because they're being pushed from all directions.
okay. So yeah, you're pushing them in opposite ways within the box.
Yeah, all 3
Are
of
you
them.
all 3 of them?
All 3 of them are in 0G.
Is
Said
there
5 feet though?
You can do it in 5-foot squares.
Like, is there gaps between them?
No,
Oh, okay. All right.
not that it would really matter because it's a 5-foot by. Oh no, 10-foot by 10-foot panel.
I'm 15 feet tall.
Yeah, he's a big. When he transforms, he gets big.
Well, you're
Well.
about to lose 5 feet.
You're about to spin in an infinite circle in that 15-foot mass of yours.
I'm assuming it just crushes me down.
It probably force you down, yeah, into the. Wolf though lets out an angry howl. Brimstone doesn't want anything to do with this, but is now just on the defensive for himself because he realizes what's happening. So yeah, you've trapped all 3 of them in a box. Brimstone wants nothing to do with this anymore.
I'm not attacking. I'm just staring him down at this point.
Why are you staring at the one that gave up? What about the one that's actively fucking?
No, not Brimstone. Wolf.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
actually, scratch that. So when this happens and Brimstone realizes what's happening, you watch him slam his hands together and he disappears from the wall of force and he appears 30 feet away from a misty step. And he just kind of lets out a sigh and kind of puts his hands on his knees and kind of just pants for a second, just like, oh shit.
Hey, yo, bro, it's Toto.
Would that? It's Misty Step. Would that have to physically go through the wall?
It's line of sight. It's wherever you can see it.
But he has to physically go through the wall with in a misty form, right?
No, it's a teleport spell. You appear from one spot and you appear in another.
Damn.
Misty Step is the cheapest way to negate a wall of force. He's a sorcerer. Something you didn't know about Brimstone. He's a sorcerer. You see the rest of Dragon Company kind of like, two or three of them just kind of run over to him and like check if he's okay, make sure he's not bitten or anything else. You can see
As I see him do the Misty Step, I kind of just get another spell ready. I'm sitting there like fucking Gojo with his hollow purple just ready. Like,
yeah.
try me,
You-
bitch. I got another one.
You see Draco kind of run over to him. You can see like in his hand, he is holding a cure of lycanthropy in his hand, just in case Brimstone did get bitten. Wolf though,
What are you
kind
gonna
of
do?
getting increasingly angry, kind of looks towards you and looks like he's getting ready to attack before you all hear the playing of a flute. And Siren steps forward as she has pulled out her flute and begins to play it, causing Wolf to freeze up for a moment. You see his eyes kind of go wide and kind of shift before he grabs like a hold of his head and just kind of changes back into his
Alright.
human-like form.
I'll shift back as well.
Do you drop the wall of force, sir?
I'm gonna wait a nice long second after that all three of them stop, and then I'll drop it.
Yeah, Brimstone by this point, they've just kind of like sat him down and they're just like making sure he's fine. He's just like, yeah, I'm fine. We're good. Wolf eventually does calm, and he's kind of just sitting there, kind of in a, I guess a monk squat, I think you'd call it, or like a sitting squat, just kind of on the ground or within this wall of force, just kind of sitting there. The song Siren is playing is seemingly soothing any aggression that he has.
Alright, well, am I able to walk out now?
Do you drop the wall of force, my friend?
Has a minute expired?
Yeah, by this point.
Alright, I drop it.
Okay, so it drops. You're able to walk away. You see
Alright, cool.
Purge Company kind of drag Wolf off. Siren kind of ending her song and like whispering to him as they are walking off.
I'm just walking back towards my group and just like, hey, I need to get a tighter leash on that guy.
We might need a
Start-
tighter leash on you.
I was in control.
Can we just get out of there?
Yeah, I have no objections.
Yeah, as you kind of say this, Brimstone does kind of walk up behind a lot of you, and just as you kind of notice him, just kind of does like a slight, almost like apologetic bow. Just says, "I apologize for whatever that was. I don't know exactly what came over me."
Kind of hold up my arm. I'm assuming my arm's just like
It's
tattered
mangled.
right now.
Yeah, it's
just like-
mangled.
I was kind of looking at it like, whatever. I don't have any issue, but I haven't seen you like that before. You mind elaborating on what happened, or?
He kind of scratches the back of his head and just kind of says, "To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself. I've never lashed out at anyone like that before. And I guess something about Wolf just brought it out of me."
Alright, well, take one of these, it'll fix your problem, and I'm just gonna toss him a ciggy.
I don't think that's how that works. So
It works for me.
He kinda-
Amongst
he-
other things.
Yeah, he kind of shakes his head and hands it back to you and just says, "I have other means of making sure this doesn't happen again."
All right. Oh, I already had one in my mouth. I'm putting the other one in as well.
Kind of turns,
You walk.
walks off to the rest of Dragon Company. Acrid kind of coming up to him, and you can tell Acrid is what would be the word? Scorning him for it.
Sculpting.
Yeah, and the lot of you though, you end up being able to get onto one of a second airship comes in after the first leaves. More POWs end up getting pulled from the other places within the facility, kind of brought out by Soap and Gale. Before another airship lands, you're able to load on, head back to base.
How many prisoners do you think they fed that dragon?
I don't want to think about
At
it.
least 4.
That's all I can think about.
Think about it this way. It's not going to be eating prisoners anymore.
Be out there doing anything.
Like
What's your
eating
passive?
enemies.
What is all of your passive perceptions?
23.
Mine's only 10.
I had a 19. Still not good.
Okay.
Where is passive perception on here?
15.
Oh, just like
I guess.
26.
Okay, Soap, Raw, and Blackstone. You notice along the way as you are all, hanging out on the deck of the airship, you notice that at a very far distance, probably a few miles back, you do see the Red Dragon. Kind of
What's he doing?
slightly tailing you all, but he's keeping his distance about it
I don't like that.
until
Who's tailing us?
the Red Dragon.
I disintegrate the red dragon.
Oh, wait, he is?
He's like a few miles behind. Like he's
Oh.
he's just far enough back that it's really hard to tell that he's following. But you do see that once you guys reach Osmond, he kind of ducks off into the mountains themselves and kind of disappears.
I wasn't ready to see one of those things in real life.
What a majestic creature.
That's one word for it. Can't say I'm exactly a
He knows where
fan
we
of
live,
him.
so he can eat us now.
As you
We
say
know
that,
where he lives, too.
As you say that, Wrath, you see Quill pull out a little book that he has, and he holds up a certain page to you. The page specifically talks about 3 dragon sages that are in a nearby city that you guys live near. The city of Elrond has 3 dragons that live there that give guidance.
Wonderful.
Oh, we should go pay a visit.
I'd rather not.
I want to.
I would.
Side quest.
Perhaps for another time.
Raph is just like has like the railing and kind of like a death grip right now.
Just like shit.
I'm gonna
shit,
slap
shit.
your back, but with my mangled arm, and be like, it's fine.
She's
Seems
gonna, like-
friendly enough.
Like out of like reflex, just like have like your arm in like a death grip.
You might actually break it.
Like she is like not okay right now.
You start crushing the arm that has been mangled.
It's kind of like like it takes like a second. I realize kind of
Your
like
hand
what I'm
is
doing. And I
your
kind of
your
like,
hand is like covered in blood. Just like, oh.
just kind of looking down at it. I'm sorry.
No hard feelings.
When I was a kid, my parents, they were sellswords. They fought for Almoria in the war. They never came back. They were killed by a dragon up at a battle near the border with Sarfstag. Some kind of
Mechanical?
mechanized monstrosity. I never saw them again. There wasn't even bodies. And I've never seen a dragon before in real life, and just built them up as kind of like this thing, and you see it right before your eyes, and then you just let it out back into the world to kill other people's parents, and I'm not sure I'm okay with that. And saying that she's going to cast Cure Wounds on your arm at the 7th level.
We're big spenders. Holy shit.
So heal 28 wounds.
I look down
Quill.
and see like the muscles like knitting themselves back together, flexing the hand.
I'm
And
sorry about that.
I'll lean against Rail and just be like, no, that's my fault. I didn't know.
No,
I
I'm
couldn't
sorry.
have.
Just being invasive about how I felt, but I'm sorry about that. Okay.
I don't know if
Well-
it'll help put your mind at ease, but not all dragons and true for all creatures are gonna be the same. It's even if in books there's supposed to be some force of destruction sometimes, rare occasion. They might have a different path.
Reasonably,
Part of
I
me
know
hopes.
that, but
Hmm?
and I hope it does turn out okay.
We can only hope, but
I think I'm going to go find our quarters now and wash up and hit the sack.
Oh, are we back? Did we?
By this
land?
point, the airship would be landing once you guys have had this conversation. You all kind of land, as you guys are kind of making your way back to your quarters. Soap, you feel a hand grab your shoulder. It's Ghost, your buddy. And he just kind
Oh,
of
look at him.
he just says, "Did something happen while we were still in the facility when you came out?"
Wolf and Brimstone were button heads. Stepped in to separate. Wolf bit me, and we got put in some walls of force, but it worked out.
I assume Wolf probably caused the issue.
What issue? Oh,
Between-
like the argument? I have no idea.
I wouldn't put it past him considering his record and considering his file.
Hey, but new disease unlocked, so maybe. I don't know.
I don't think with your current affliction you will have an issue with that type of lycanthropy, considering you already are infected in more than one way.
I figured.
I would
Probably
just
for the better.
Yeah. I would probably be wary of Purge Company. They're he kind of like steps away from you and like kind of starts walking away from you for a second and just kind of says their files are less than desirable.
Well, we could talk about the files over a drink, but I need to make a quick stop at the Cerberus question for him.
Gives you a nod and just says, between you and me, I may have I may have a copy of their files.
Nice. Nice.
Kind of raise an eyebrow. Ooh, maybe not at the bar.
I've seen yours as well. Don't be mad about it, but I've kind of seen everyone's.
All sunshine and rainbows, I'm assuming.
Yeah, definitely not for you, but some of your
I just have like a
friends.
shit-eating grin.
Yeah. It says some of the people we work with had a much better upbringing than, well, me. So
I'll catch up with you later. Get some
I'll see.
rest.
I'll see you at the barracks. Kind of just waves a hand up in the air and just kind of walks off. Kind of after he gets like a few like he like kind of waves at you and then kind of just like throws both hands behind his head like he's reclining. Just kind of walks off. The anime character walk, relax walk.
Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah, that's the one. I tried that at one point and I was like, damn, this is actually kind of comfortable. They actually know what they're talking about. Holy shit.
Do you want to do the Cerberus RP this session or
We can do it real quick because it'd be a quick thing. What are you going to him for?
check in on Errol's body and see if he has any hints on the tattoo. I think I also had another task. I can't remember. It's been a minute.
Okay.
Something for the clashing of the two wolves inside of me.
Well, while he does that, Ra is gonna go to bed.
Yeah. The rest of
Good
you,
night.
if you so choose, you all can start logging off. We'll just do this real quick. If you want to stick around for it, you can. But we're gonna do this real fast. So, I will
I need a map.
bring
Oh, all right, we're doing map.
you. So the rest of you won't be able to see it. If you guys want to watch it, you can see it on the stream.
Go to bed. Toodles.
Yep.
No,
Have a good night.
Yeah, bye.
Sleep.
Sleep.
Yep. So if you walk up to the building, the door looks to be opened a little bit. Looks to be propped open to kind of let a breeze through. It is a little cold outside, which is kind of weird, but this is Cerberus we're talking about. He's not exactly normal by any means.
no, I get that. The cold's nice.
But yeah, the door's slightly propped open. You can see inside. You can see him working with some stuff on the far end of the room, kind of. In one hand, kind of like juggling two vials between his fingers, and in the other, he's like one of his heads is reading a book.
Yeah, walk in, like prop myself on a chair.
Yeah, you can do your thing.
Sorry.
I think I brought you into this. No, it didn't bring you in. Why
Nope,
the fuck did it bring
I'm in
you
the
in?
shadow realm.
He's got the gun, Joe.
He's got the gun, Joe. Come on, pull the scene. All right, fuck it. Okay, there it goes. Now you can see. Now you should be able to see.
All right, there we go. Where the hell is it? Some bullshit. Oh. What do you mean I can't clip through the wall? I'm gonna sit on the box.
One of the heads kind of glances back and just says, "Isn't this just a pleasant surprise?"
As always.
What brings you to my humble abode?
All right, couple things I need to check on before I hit the hay. Any progress with the possible aid for the transformation issue, or we still winging it?
It's still unstable at best. At least there might be a way to neutralize one or the other. without completely removing them. It's tricky.
It's like an on-off switch.
More of a blocking out one during transformation and allowing the other to be in control.
Huh. Sounds useful,
It's complicated.
but also complicated.
Um, magical curses and genetics do not blend well together by any means, and even someone as smart as I would struggle with such a concept, at least controlling such concept.
God, I could give you a challenge then. Make you
Definitely
work
keeps
for
me,
it.
definitely keeps me busy, outside of also helping the military with their prototypes and their stims and other such things.
Well, I mean, if you need a test dummy for any of those, I'll volunteer. As that covers one of the things. The other two, kind of one, but kind of. Where's the serpent at? Is it on my?
It's around your torso.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of lift up my shirt and go. Got any idea how to wake him up to bring the owl back?
He kind of sets down the vials that he was juggling and the book and kind of walks over to you. Kind of has to crouch down in order to even get close enough, considering he is like
I
12
don't know.
feet tall.
I don't think I showed him this.
No, you haven't yet. He
Oh,
crouches
yeah.
down and kind of runs like a finger over it. Just kind of. That is fascinating. This is definitely something that I will want to look into more, but this may be something better for another time.
Yeah. I don't think I showed you this the first time, but it was.
You definitely have not.
Yeah. Well, it's a little complicated. Was our old leader's bond, you could call it, maybe. He was a vessel for this being, yada yada. They ended up doing some weird stuff, got the wind to go. Turns out it's a demon, king of something down there. I don't know. Now I'm stuck with him, but he's asleep.
He gives a nod and says, how about come back tomorrow in the evening and we'll run some tests and get an idea of what may stimulate it, or possibly just get a better understanding of it in general.
All right, sounds good. Hop off the stool, and thank you as always. You want me to close the door, by the way, or you enjoying the breeze?
The cold air is assisting with some things. And he kind of gestures off, kind of off to the left side of the room where there's a bunch of vials out that seem to be slowly frosting along the edges. He says the temperature is helping with those mixtures ferment essentially into what I need them to be.
Sounds sciencey. I don't do that. Oh, you have a good night then.
You as well. And he kind of takes a few steps away and then kind of stops. Just kind of puts a hand up and just says, "Oh, one more thing." And one of the heads kind of looks back towards you. The normally, cheerful, excited, or not excited, the cheerful, more curious facade that's usually on one of his faces is replaced with a very like dead serious look. And he just says, I would be careful about that lycanthrope individual, a part of Purge Company. I think he has a few things that he's not letting others know.
I'm gonna hold up my arm and go, dude, you don't need to tell me twice.
Oh, I already knew. And you can see, as he says that, there's almost like a subtle hint that he gives. You can see on the table here, there's actually a crystal ball that's sitting there. He says, I've been keeping my eyes on you for quite a bit to make sure you don't do anything too rash.
Rash? Me? Oh, you have so little faith in me.
He kind of shrugs and turns back to the table and kind of moves forward and says, faith is not something that I trust in, but more of... I act on the side of caution.
I'll look at the orb. I'm gonna go, name for that thing then.
And what might that be?
The orb of long range stalking. I want to walk off.
One of the heads snickers a little bit. Another one just got. You can see the one that was looking at you kind of roll its eyes, and then the last one just doesn't respond to it.
It's officially canon. Cerberus has the orb of long range stalking.
It's really crazy having someone who has 3 personalities at all times. But on that note, unless anyone else has anything else to do, I think that's where we'll end tonight's session.
No, sir.
All right.
Right,
We hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, follow us on Twitch and join the Discord for updates whenever we go live. And if you want to catch up on previous episodes of either this campaign or other campaigns, go check out the YouTube page. And as always, we hope to see you all in the next one. Peace.